928 Productions presents Captain America the Star-Spangled Man. Created by John Keller and Henry Longfellow, and produced by Connor Dilworth.
Season 1, Episode 1, The Secret Origin of Captain America.
I am Uatu, the Watcher, a sole observer in the infinitesimal flurry of realities within our multiverse. I observe tales of the best of men succumbing to the worst. I see stories of the worst redeeming themselves to become the best. This story is not one of those. It is about a great man becoming greater, and a great tragedy. It starts, as all great stories do, with a scrawny kid getting his crap kicked in.
I can do this all.
Meet Steve Rogers, a 5'4", 90-pound, soaking wet young adult living in Brooklyn in 1941, just as the USA is entering the war.
Give in, kid. Just give up.
I don't think I will.
Well then, you better get ready for it.
Suddenly, with a trash can lid in hand, Steve rockets his fist against the thug's jaw.
Oh, now you'll get it.
Oh, I don't think so.
A young, thin but tall, red-headed man by the name of Arnie Roth grabs the bully's fist and punches the thug in the face.
Yeah, you better run. You okay, Steve?
I'm fine. Some scrapes and bruises here and there, but they'll heal.
Not too sure about the nose, pal.
It's broken, but nothing a little ice and a towel can't fix.
Maybe some stitches, too?
Come on, Arnie. We both know that's not in the budget.
You know, my aunt still needs someone to sweep if you're looking for work.
Yeah. I know where my place is.
Steve, I'll say this one time and I'll say it a million times. You're not fit for it. Flat-footed, scrawny, asthmatic. I'm not saying this to break you down, but let's be real, Steve, you wouldn't make it. I can't lose you.
Arnie, I get it. I really do.
Then why are you doing this? Huh? Why keep running at the same brick wall knowing it's just gonna knock you down?
Someone has to.
There's other ways, Steve!
And I respect that. I do. But this war, it's bigger than us. Bigger than Brooklyn. Bigger than the block. If everyone just stood back because it was hard or dangerous, we'd lose. And that's not gonna happen. Not while I'm here.
You're stubborn as hell, you know that?
I've been told.
Fine. But at least let me help. Gonna need someone to keep you in one piece after all these stupid fights.
Thanks, Arnie.
Don't thank me yet. Next time you're about to get flattened, maybe try running away for once.
I'll think about it.
Steve's voice carried a conviction far larger than his fragile frame. But to Arnie, it was more than conviction. It was recklessness. Little did Steve know that one Abraham Erskine watched as the conversation ended, his sharp eyes taking in every word, every act of defiance, every ounce of unyielding determination. Steve Rogers hung his sopping wet clothes on a clothesline outside his little apartment when a man approached him. The man was no taller than he was, but much more squat. The man wore glasses that accompanied his sparkling silver hair.
Hello, Mr. Rogers.
Whatever it is you're selling, sir, I ain't buying.
That is not what I'm here to talk to you about, Mr. Rogers. I'm from the government. Come, sit.
The old man gestures Steve over to the porch of his apartment, where he sits down.
My name is Dr. Abraham Erskine, head of a new government program called Weapon Plus.
What's that?
There may be a way for you to fight in the war after all, son.
I'm listening.
About a week after Dr. Erskine introduces Steve to his idea, Steve Rogers lies in the back of an army van getting his vitals checked for one more time before he single-handedly changes the fate of the war. As the soldiers escort Steve Rogers to the unsuspecting antique store, they walk down to a staircase, and a large lab is revealed. Inside are all kinds of incomprehensible machines and doodads.
Erskine! This your little wonder kid?
A little small, don't you think?
Meet Dr. Phineas Horton, one of the best engineers on this side of the war and one of the biggest egos.
Oh, and you say that like you're not, Doctor.
Ah, and the ever-lovely Agent Peggy Carter joining us today.
Oh, shove it, Doctor. Churchill just wants to see what he's actually helping pay for.
Ma'am, I promise you won't regret it.
Buy up the coffee, kid. It's making you all jittery.
I believe that is just Steve's nerves.
Doctor, it doesn't help that you haven't told me why I'm here.
We had to make sure you weren't one of Hydra's spies, son.
Says a tall, grizzled man with an eye patch and a cigar. He wore an all-blue jumpsuit with a logo of a bird on his shoulder that read, Shield.
Hydra?
An Axis super science and mystical division. Group of Nazi punks who need to have their crap rocked. What's your name, son?
Private Stephen Rogers, sir.
Well, Private Rogers, welcome to Weapon Plus. Subsection, Project Rebirth. My name is Nick Fury, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. And in 15 minutes, you will be the world's first super soldier.
Super soldier. That's a lot to live up to.
It is. But from what I hear, you're used to being underestimated. That's a good thing, Rogers. Surprise is a hell of a weapon.
Nick Fury's sharp gaze lingered on Steve for a moment before he turned toward the lab's centerpiece, a gleaming cylindrical pod surrounded by control panels and buzzing monitors.
All right, everyone, let's get this show on the road. Erskine, where's the serum?
Patience, Phineas. This is not something we rush.
You'll do fine. Just don't pass out, alright?
I'll do my best, ma'am.
Just then, a figure stepped into the lab, his presence unnoticed by most, but significant to the moment. Colonel Chester Phillips, one of the key overseers of the Super Soldier program.
Let's get one thing straight, Erskine. This isn't a science experiment. This is a war effort. You screw this up, we wasted millions of dollars and months of work. Got it?
You will not be disappointed.
Colonel, maybe try encouraging him before you scare him off.
Encouragement doesn't win wars, Carter.
Enough. Mr. Rogers, please, step inside.
Steve approached the pod, his heartbeat loud in his ears. This was it, the moment he had dreamed of and feared in equal measure.
Remember, Mr. Rogers, the serum amplifies what is inside. Good becomes great. Bad becomes worse. You must stay true to who you are.
I'll do my best, sir.
As the pod sealed shut, Steve could see the faces of those watching through the reinforced glass. Fury, Carter, Horton, Phillips, and Erskine. Each carried a different expression. Doubt, hope, curiosity, and quiet determination.
Start the power sequence. Let's light this thing up. Oh, it's working. It's
The pod powered down, steam hissing as it slowly opened. Out stepped Steve Rogers. Not the scrawny, battered young man who had entered, but something more. Tall, broad-shouldered, radiating strength, yet carrying the same unassuming determination in his eyes.
Well, I'll be damned.
Steve.
Did it work?
Yes, it's dead, son!
But before the team could celebrate, a Hydra agent embedded in the lab revealed himself.
Hail Hydra!
Gunfire and smoke filled the room as enemy made their move.
Rogers, you wanted to fight? Well, here's your chance.
And so, the first battle of Captain America began. Not on the front lines of Europe, but in a hidden lab beneath an antique store. Steve would run faster than he ever had before as the embedded Hydra agents got in a car and ran away. Steve grabbed a trash can lid and tossed it like a frisbee through the windshield of the assailant. He'd accidentally killed the assailant.
Oh. Oh, God. Erskine!
He ran back to the lab where he would see Erskine lifeless on the ground.
Oh. Dr. Erskine. I'm so sorry. Son, you just became more important than you will ever know. Oh, boy.
Steve Rogers, the man who dreamed of fighting for freedom, now found himself battling a far stranger foe. Stage fright.
Hunt Hitler in the jaw. Buy war bonds. Yeah, real hero work.
There you are! It's almost time.
Time for what? Dance around in this ridiculous getup again?
Time to inspire people.
Look, I get why we're doing this, Peggy, but I'm supposed to be out there, on the front lines, a soldier. Not this.
I know it's not what you wanted. But people don't just need soldiers, Steve. They need a symbol. A reminder that there's hope even in the darkest times. And right now, that's you.
Yeah. I just didn't think being a soldier would mean waving pom-poms.
You're better at it than you think.
Hey, is this Captain America's room?
Yeah? Who's asking?
Name's Bucky Barnes. I'm a big fan.
Oh, big fan, huh?
Yeah, and I just got hired as his assistant. They said I'm supposed to boost the kid appeal.
Wait, assistant?
Yeah, you know, they help you out with your shows, carry your shield, stuff like that.
You're just a kid.
14 and a half, and I've been practicing. Okay, maybe not the shield yet, but I'll get there.
Look, kid.
Oh, Steve, I think it's sweet. And he's right. Having someone like him around might make things a little less lonely.
All right, fine. But no heroics. Got it?
Got it.
Rogers, you're up at 5.
You're on.
All right. Here goes nothing.
And so, Captain America took the stage. Not as the soldier he longed to be, but as the icon the world needed. With a young sidekick by his side, and a crowd cheering his name, Steve Rogers stepped into his new role. But for all the applause, his thoughts were never far away from the battle waiting for him beyond the spotlight.
Captain America stars on the silver screen. World record amount of war bonds sold because of Captain America and Bucky. Captain America going nationwide. Check your front page to see if he's coming to your city. U.S. Army morale never higher, thanks to their Star-Spangled Man.
In the back of an army van, traveling from England to France, Steve Rogers sketches a drawing of himself in his garish garb, punching Adolf Hitler in the face.
What you drawing, Cap?
Just, some plans. Yeah, plans.
And those plans are?
Finally leaving these tours. We both know I shouldn't be selling war bonds. I should be on the front lines with everybody else.
Well then, Stevie, I have an early birthday present for you. Okay, numbskulls, pretend like you've heard of a two-way radio before.
What's the news, Horton?
Me and Fury's club, the Howling Commandos, likely got captured by some ratsies.
Ratsies?
Nazis, Bucky.
Oh.
I clicked at the back and hopped the ferry back to you, but they've got the rest. More.
Horton, should I alert Phillips? I don't see the point of you contacting...
Come on, Cap, even I could see it. The Prof's giving you a chance. Let's go test our metal, Cap.
But the repercussions.
Screw the repercussions. Let's go kick some ratsy tail.
Kid. You're gonna get me in trouble. Horton,
We'll get him home by dinner time.
To be continued.
Season 1, Episode 2, Captain America and the Howling Commandos.
Our story begins in the back of a U.S. Army van with Captain America and his crew as they trek through Germany. Bucky stares starry-eyed out of the window.
Okay, Horton. Where are you being held?
It's a few miles out of Zulnes. It's an old castle. Nearly 200 good men being held out there. I got out, but I got lucky. I don't know about the rest, boys.
Sounds like that's where we're going.
You're gonna get me in trouble with the missus, but I digress. To Zulnes we go.
I've never been this far from home. Before today was the Big Apple, but I'm not even in the U.S.
And where do you call home, kid?
Indiana. Specifically Shelbyville, born and raised. I got a really big family. Sometimes I got lost in the shuffle a little bit, but my brothers all joined the war front and my sisters helped at home, so I thought, why not me too? I signed up to help out around camp until I was 18, where I'd get to join the war. And Miss Carter contacted me and told me I'm destined for great things and gave me this ridiculous getup.
I'm sure you'll do great things one day, James.
That's what they tell me.
That's nice, kid. I've never cared much for looking into the past, so let's look into our futures. So, what are your plans post-war?
Don't you think that's jumping the gun a bit?
What can I say? I'm a futurist.
You're insufferable, Horton. Anyways, when I wasn't 6'2" and could bench press a bus, I always wanted to be an artist. Now, I don't know. I think I mean something more than who I am. I think that means putting my own dreams on hold.
Oh, how very noble. I want to define generations. Build the future with my technology. Robots, flying cars. That kind of crap.
Not really sure what I'll do, gents. Probably just settle down, meet a nice gal, have a few kids, I don't know.
Oh, come on, kiddo. You've got to have some bigger goals for yourself than that. I'm sure that someday you can make your mark.
Yeah, maybe I could be a congressman or a top general or something.
I bet you could even be president. Just give it an odd 30 years.
The three men would talk for hours as they made their way to the castle. They approached it just as the sun crested the horizon.
Oh, Captain, my Captain! Oh, thank God you guys are finally here! Don't worry, Dr. Horton. We're gonna take care of this.
So, Cap, how are we gonna do this? Bust through, beat up some ratsies, throw that shield of yours into Hitler's ugly mug?
You are gonna stay here with Dr. Horton. I'll be on radio with you both.
Come on. We both know I can do more.
Don't worry, Bucko. We can hold down the fort just fine out here. Come on! We can play cards.
Fine. Guess I'll stay here.
Captain America buckled on his helmet and picked up his triangular shield and jumped out of the still-moving van. Then he runs faster than any living man on Earth, until Robert Frank, but that's a story for another day. The captain would then climb one of the steep walls with an incredible speed. Bucky and Horton looked on from the van in awe.
Are we sure he's gonna be all right by himself? He's just one man.
Hey, he's not any man. He's Captain America.
Little did the two know they would make history, as they were the first two men to see Captain America in action. Captain America discreetly took down a series of heavily armed guards with a ricocheting shield. He stole a pair of binoculars from one of Hydra's goons to scout the castle. He begins searching for their prison block, and more specifically, for Fury's old crew, the Howling Commandos. Little did Rogers know, he was being watched by a nefarious force that would one day lead to his demise.
I had heard of the USO's Captain America, but he is so much more than I expected. I believe your American counterpart has completed his mission. Is the serum?
It doesn't matter, my lord. Our forces killed Erskine, and his secrets lie with him.
But we do not have those secrets, Dr. Zola. Now do we?
In due time, Baron. Once we have it in the field of battle, it will be conquered by my master men, not human fodder. Or whatever it is the skull is obsessing over.
Of course! In due time! But time is running short here, Doctor. The Americans have their own super soldier. He may be playing court jester for the moment, but I am sure there are greater plans for him.
Well, my lord, I suppose if you want the job done now, you could always do it yourself. But raising armies takes time, my lord.
I may do it myself. It has been far too long since I had a versatile opponent. Then again, I am sure that Captain America will fall all the same as the rest of my opponents.
The 13th Baron Zemo, in the long line of Zemos, looked to the wall, at the golden-hilted sword that had been in his family for hundreds of years. He moved his hand to his hilt and pulled it from the wall, brandishing it in the light, ready to behead the captain. The captain secretly and silently maneuvered through the castle's narrow halls and towering walls. He eventually found a large man in a bright green baggy suit with a yellow H on it. So, needless to say, he was a Hydra agent. The man spotted the captain out of the corner of his eye.
Who goes there?
As the henchman turned his weapon, Captain America sidestepped him and knocked him to the floor with his shield. He swiftly stepped past and found Zola's labs, where he found two men strapped down to tables.
Who in tarnation are you?
Did Fury send you?
Not exactly. I'm here to get you out of here. Take it you're one of Fury's commandos.
I'm Sergeant Timothy Aliosis Caldwater Dugan. Well, please, call me Dum Dum, but you still never answered me.
And I'm Lieutenant Gabriel Jones, sir.
No need to call me sir. I'm Captain America. And I'm here to get you boys out of here.
Let's get skedaddling then. I don't want to be in this miserable old rock a minute more than I gotta be.
We gotta find the other POWs here first. I'm here for all of them.
Aw, hell, you're gonna get me killed.
Steve and the soldiers began finding the other prisoners, who, under Captain America's command, began requisitioning their jailers' weapons and looking for a way out of the prison.
Grab the guns, boys. Stick together and be on the lookout for soldiers. It's too quiet in here.
Sure enough, as Rogers looked down a narrow hallway, a man with a sword jumped out in front of him, and he could hear the sounds of bullets and shells behind him.
Hello there, Herr Captain.
The two men immediately engage in battle, the heirloom blade scrapes across the fresh metal of Rogers' shield.
I presume you're one of the Ratsies owning this castle? I am Baron Helmut Zemo the 13th, High General of Hydra's forces. And who are you? Some American propaganda piece? I'm just a kid from Brooklyn. And I really don't like bullies.
Sword and shield clashed again. Both opponents were evenly matched, but Zemo was a shade more experienced and was slowly gaining the upper hand.
Ah! Is it the flicker of fear I see, young man? Be not afraid. Death comes for us all who defy House Zemo. Not today.
Still in the van, Horton and Barnes watch as an explosion rocks the castle and a tank bursts out of the wall, with Dum Dum Dugan and Gabriel Jones at its helm and more soldiers following behind them.
Woohoo!
Ha! I guess he actually did it.
Where's Cap? I don't see him. I'm going in after him. He probably needs help.
Wait, no, Bucky, come back! You're gonna get yourself killed out there!
You may be fine staying here and doing nothing, but I'm not.
Bucky weaved through the fleeing soldiers, looking for Cap in the burning castle.
Cap! Cap, where are you?
Suddenly, he overheard the fight between the captain and the Baron. They had found themselves at the top of one of the castle's spires. Bucky burst through the door and found them.
Hi, Cap.
Bucky, what are you doing here?
I'm saving you, of course.
Together, Captain America and Bucky renewed the fight against Baron Zemo. The sword clashed with the shield, and Bucky managed to push Zemo off his footing. They fought closer to the balcony's edge, seeing the smoldering flames below.
No! No! 9! This is my world, Captain! And you do not have a place in it!
Zemo then let go of the edge and fell into the flames below, consuming him. Captain America and Bucky escaped the collapsing castle, returning to Horton and the others, and beginning the return to base.
Thank you, Bucky, for the help.
No problem, Cap. No problem at all. Hey, lads! Let's hear it for Captain America!
When the returned soldiers cheered and reunited with their friends, Steve found General Phillips as he watched the festivities.
Rogers! Sir, some of these men here need immediate medical attention. And I would like to submit myself for disciplinary action.
That won't be necessary, son. I don't punish men for bravery. Now go get some rest. You'll have to be ready for tomorrow.
Oh! Yes, sir!
Season 1, Episode 3, The Fortune Teller's Wife.
In the remains of Project Rebirth, the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division, also known as S.H.I.E.L.D., has set up shop. A makeshift war room in the middle of the beating heart of America, New York City. Actively, the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., Nick Fury, has sat on a whoopee cushion.
Barnes! You thought that anyway that pranking you and Captain Rogers' handler was a good idea?
Rogers, get in here before Fury wrings Bucky's neck!
Okay, Fury, get off the kid. I'll give him a good talking to.
You better, or Bucky won't survive the winter, soldier.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Rogers, Barnes, you have a mission.
Gonna go beat up some more ratsy scum.
No.
What do you mean, no? What else is there than beating up Nazis?
Gaining intel. We have a location of one Irene Adler and a bodyguard. A woman with the call sign Mystique.
Why does Miss Adler's name sound familiar?
Ever read any Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah. Did she take the alias?
That's the fun part, Steve-O. No! It's highly rumored that Sherlock Holmes is a real man that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle met. And that rumor is true. Irene is the Irene Adler.
Interesting. Outside that tidbit, what's so special about Miss Adler?
Well, Steve-O, she can see the future.
Or has high-level Hydra access.
Or can see the future.
Or that. The greater issue is a bodyguard Mystique. She's the ability to shapeshift and is a master assassin.
So how will we be able to find the two of them if Mystique is a shapeshifter? Tracking one regular dame is quite hard in a city of 400,000.
For that, we have someone who's joining our platoon today, soldier.
Meet Jim Howlett, the best tracker the Allies have to offer.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Howlett.
Steve says with his hand outstretched to shake, but James ignores it. Don't call me that, bub. It's Jim.
Okay.
In the center of Paris, a portly man with a big bushy mustache and slicked back black hair walks out of a cafe holding 2 cups of espresso and brings them down to a table with a blind woman with short brown hair wearing a blue dress.
Thank you, Raven.
Always, my love.
Ah, you chose the male one.
It's easier to be with you like this.
I know. I just miss the real Raven sometimes.
As do I, love, but you know why I do this.
I do. So, Raven, what is tonight's mission?
I should be asking you this, love. What do your visions tell you?
There is a small mutant boy named Eric Lenscher in Germany, in one of those nightmarish camps. Another mutant child is being born in Westchester, New York, and his name is Charles Xavier. And he will change the world.
And what does your destiny tell you? Who shall we recruit for? What did you call it? Our brotherhood?
We should make our way over to Germany, love.
Shall we leave?
Oh, you changed. Did anyone see?
No one cares about some silly woman and her friend.
In the back of the military truck Steve and Bucky had once escaped from lies Steve, Bucky, Peggy, and Jim sitting in the back. Steve was sketching a drawing of him and Bucky punching Adolf in his smug face. Ironically enough, this small sketch would be given to an artist at a small comic book publishing company, Timely Comics, for their Captain America #1.
You know, Steve, you're not half bad at drawing. You got Adolf's ugly mug just right.
You're sketching this for morale? Or is this your way of venting, Captain?
Maybe a little of both.
Better not let Fury catch you. He'll have you sketching propaganda posters. Buy war bonds or Adolf gets it.
You're a quiet one, aren't you?
Talking doesn't get the job done.
Sheesh. Real ray of sunshine, huh?
Leave him be, Bucky. Some soldiers prefer action over chatter.
Fair enough. But I gotta admit. Jim, I'm curious. Fury told me some of the men call you Lucky, Jim. That true?
I don't call it luck, bub. Just hard to kill.
Is that so?
50 bullets. Still here.
Well, I guess you're not the guy to bet against in a fight.
You'd lose. While the truck rumbled forward, the air grew heavier. The city of Paris loomed in the distance, a stark reminder of both beauty and conflict. As the team approached their destination, the tension inside the truck was palpable.
All right, everyone, remember the plan. This isn't just about getting Adler or Mystique. It's about finding out what they know and keeping Hydra off balance.
Got it. And if we run into trouble?
You follow orders. That means no rushing into danger, Captain.
Yeah, Steve, no hero stuff.
Do my best. No promises.
Just don't slow me down. With that, the team disembarked, slipping into the shadows of the Parisian streets. Steve, Bucky, Peggy, and Jim moved like ghosts, blending into the bustling city. At the same time, Irene Adler and Mystique moved about their own mission. The cafe where they sat was picturesque, blending perfectly into the charm of Paris. But their conversation was anything but ordinary.
It's Crutch Night. Are you sure it's safe here?
Safety is an illusion, my dear. But, yes, no one here is a threat.
You saw that.
I saw everything.
And our pursuers?
Oh, they're here in Paris, but, they're still looking.
Then we need to leave.
No, not yet.
You're risking too much, Irene. If we're caught,
we won't be.
But Irene's calm demeanor hid the storm brewing within her. She could feel the threads of fate tightening, pulling her closer to danger. And in that moment, she knew it was only a matter of time before their paths crossed with Captain America.
Someone's watching.
I know.
They're close.
Good to know.
Raven transforms into a monstrous form and grabs her table and chucks it towards Jim and Steve. The captain's first reaction is to jump in front of Jim and Bucky, but a mysterious thing happens. Coming from Jim's hands, right in between the knuckles, claws, but more spikes of bone break the skin and slash through the table.
Irene! Run! Bucky! Chase after her! Make sure she doesn't escape.
Aye, aye, Cap!
Raven!
History?
Just a little bit. You were an Irene back in the First World War. Stand down, Raven. We're not here for you. We just need to talk to Irene.
You're not taking Irene without getting through me first.
In the alleyway, the young acrobatic Bucky does flips throughout the alleyway and eventually throws a boa around Irene's ankles.
End of the line, Irene! Now come on, answer a question for me.
Yes, I can see the future. I just don't have high-level Hydra knowledge.
All right then, tell mine. Do I ever find love? Do I have kids? Does the war end?
I won't give you the answer to those questions, but I will give you this.
And as she says that, Under her pitch-black glasses, light emanates.
Beware the man in the purple mask. The man below the waves is to be trusted, as is the one ablaze. The fall of the invaders will lead to the rise of the Avengers. The rocket will fail. The Winter Soldier creeps near.
Barnes, reel her in. Jim got Mystique.
Back in the safe house, Irene Adler sat calmly, her hands bound but her demeanor composed. Mystique, captured alongside her, sat a few feet away. The team, Steve, Peggy, Bucky, and Jim, stood in a tense circle, the weight of their decision hanging in the air.
You're awfully quiet. Someone just got caught by the good guys.
There are no good guys, Sergeant Barnes. Only choices.
Then let's make a choice together.
Ah, the infamous Captain Rogers. Your reputation precedes you.
We need information, Adler. Mystique isn't here to save you, and Hydra isn't coming.
Hydra? You think that I'm loyal to them? My loyalty lies elsewhere, far beyond your understanding.
Then help us understand. What's Hydra planning?
Hydra seeks control, Captain. But you already knew that. What you don't know is how they'll achieve it.
Great, more riddles. You got anything useful?
Beware their weapon. It's dangerous in ways you can't imagine.
Where is this weapon?
It's closer than you think. But I'll tell you this. There are more dangerous things in this world than Hydra's machines.
Go ahead, Rogers, turn us in. Isn't that what heroes do?
That depends. Why are you really here?
To survive. To build a future where people like us don't have to hide.
And Hydra's part of that future?
No. But sometimes you use the devil to fight the fire.
And what happens if I let you go?
You'll save more lives than you'll ever know.
Steve's gaze lingered on Irene and Mystique. He could see the truth in their eyes. Their mission wasn't one of destruction, but survival.
Steve, you can't seriously be considering this.
Sometimes, the right choice isn't the easiest one.
You're braver than I thought, Rogers.
Go. Disappear. If I ever see you working with Hydra again, there won't be a second chance.
With that, the two women slipped into the shadows, leaving the safe house and the team behind.
Season 1, Episode 4, The Wrath of the Red Skull.
We begin today's story in the deep forest, where a Hydra weapons factory lies hidden from all allied eyes. Inside, a small battalion of Hydra goons nervously waits for the Star-Spangled Man.
I've heard he has already taken out 3 outposts this month.
Wolfgang told me he's a one-man army corps. No matter what we throw at him, he just keeps going. Nothing we can do can even grace him.
The worst part of it is that you can always see him coming. The red and blue is not a warning, it is a promise that you are in for a severe beating.
They did not prepare us for a soldier like that. I have had nightmares of facing the one in that dreaded mask.
Wait, mask?
Of course. We're talking about Bucky, right?
Silence, Dummkopfs! We have nothing to fear of either Captain America or Bucky. We are Hydra. We are ordained by the Führer to conquer the world in his image. We will be guided by the skull to glorious victory. You hear? Now, give us a Hail Hydra!
Hail Hydra!
Better! Now, in a matter of moments, Captain America will burst through that door. Prepare to fire at my order!
The sounds of battle get closer to the door while the men stand on edge, until the door breaks down.
There he is! It's Captain America! Fire!
Instead of Captain America, his faithful sidekick, the young, bombastic Bucky Barnes, burst through the door wearing a blue jumpsuit, red tights, and a domino mask.
Close, but no cigar.
As Bucky exclaims, he kicks the lead goon over the head, knocking him swiftly to the ground with a thud.
Gotcha.
Ah, he is just a kid! Get him!
I'll have you know that I'm 15 years old, Ratsy. Basically an adult.
As the man swung at the boy's face, Barnes deftly dodged him and swept his legs, sending the man crashing to the floor.
You really thought you had me. Usual Hydra morons.
Behind Bucky, another Nazi stands up and raises a rifle behind Barnes. But in his nerves, the rattling of the gun in his shaking hands alerted Bucky, and he managed to dodge it, quickly dropping down and sweeping the leg. Hearing the gunfire, Captain America burst through another door to help his young ward.
Nine! Please, have mercy!
Not a chance in HE double hockey sticks, Ratsy.
Bucky then took the gun and pistol-whipped the final goon across the head, knocking the fearful fascist out cold.
Bucky! I told you not to split off on your own. You can get yourself killed. Also, language.
But Cap, look, I got them all.
That doesn't matter. Your life does, Bucky.
Hey, give me some credit. I can handle myself in a fight.
As the boy finished his sentence, one of the goons reared his ugly mug. Bucky swiftly kicked him in the teeth to punctuate his point.
I get the point, Bucky. But remember, you're still 15. You have your entire life ahead of you. Don't recklessly endanger it just because you can.
I get it. Okay, let's go kick some Nazi butt.
Captain America and Bucky ran fearlessly out into the field of battle, side by side. Meanwhile, in the snowy mountains above a military encampment, a spy returned to his Hydra masters. The spy looked upon his commander, trembling with fear in every inch of his body. Before him he saw the merciless General Johann Schmidt. Schmidt was the right hand of the Führer. He had commanded armies in the Nazis' mad quest for supremacy. The man's tactical brilliance and stunning ingenuity were what earned him the first prototype of Hydra's recreation of the super soldier serum.
The Americans have no clue we are here. But we have lost another factory. Captain America and Bucky have robbed us of more precious resources. It is most disconcerting. How do we proceed, Herr Schmidt?
The spy's voice grew terrified as Schmidt turned around in his chair to reveal his face. His skin was blood red, his face bony, and his yellow eyes were sunken deep within his skull. The super soldier serum enhances what was already there. In Steve Rogers, good became great. But in Johann Schmidt, his ever-burning hate and rage would be strengthened so much by the serum, it burned his very face to the horrid visage standing before the spy. That is General Schmidt to you, Herr Strucker. Are you afraid, Herr Strucker? But this new face was useful to Hydra, for with him at its head, he struck fear into all those they faced, leading to the military dominance the Nazis had taken. But to those who followed him, they saw a symbol to worship. The Red Skull.
Nein, General. You are just more glorious in person.
Very well. Our attack will commence in due time. Baron Zemo may have failed, but I will not. The Red Skull will claim victory. After the spy asked, the Red Skull raised himself from his chair and grabbed a trinket from his desk, a pendant of the Iron Cross. As he clutched it, it seemed to glow with a power otherworldly. Quite simple. I have harnessed the powers of the gods.
We have divinity on our side. We have might on our side. Therefore, we have right on our side. We will burn them all, and the world will bow beneath our feet. Zemo and Zola think that victory will be found with science, but they are wrong. The prattling handiwork of men is nothing in comparison to the beyond. We look to higher powers to achieve domination. That is how we will win. Now go. And leave me, you insolent worm!
Yes, my lord. I will depart at once. Hail Hydra!
In the corner of the room, a primitive computer fires to life, displaying the disapproving face of Baron Helmut Zemo the 13th. Zemo's face was now shrouded in a purple mask, covering the burns sustained in the burning of his castle. Though his voice was muffled, it cut with the same venom it always did.
Greetings, Herr Schmidt. Have you found the Ark of the Covenant yet? Or have you been left lacking?
You speak with such grandeur for a man whose home was destroyed by a propaganda piece and a child. Nice headsock, by the way.
He destroys us all, General. Why do you insist on making this so difficult for yourself? If we ally, we can destroy Captain America together. It will take a united force to take him down.
9! I do not need your pathetic science to kill one man. If Captain America is to be crushed under a boot, it will be mine.
You believe too hard in your own propaganda, Skull. You may be a symbol to them, but remember, you are only one man, and men bleed.
The only thing I believe in is power. True power. I have it. You do not. And that is why I shall never need your pitiful alliance.
As you wish, Herr Schmidt. But my offer stands. Hydra is more powerful united than severed, you know. And when a skull is chopped off, it still needs a body to regrow it.
Begone, Zemo! On the other side of the war, Peggy Carter was with Colonel Chester Phillips at the military base camp, commiserating over a pair of drinks. The two military officers had not always gotten along, but over the past 6 months, they had begun to work well together.
This war is getting stranger all the time. Super soldiers, crazy swordsmen, magic, and the works. We're just barely keeping up.
I think we owe our continued success to the late Dr. Erskine, and our Star-Spangled Man, of course.
I can admit it. Roger's a better soldier than a showman. I reckon him and Fury's boys are the best soldiers fighting in Europe.
I'd say he was damn good at both. The boys out there sure do fight harder when he's fighting with them.
That's the real magic at work, Carter. One man doesn't win a war. It's the combined will of a united force. Captain America likes to find their asses, but it'll be our troops which will win the war.
Well, either way, if we keep up with this progress, we can have this war over and done by next Christmas.
Hold your horses, Carter. One win at a time.
Agent Carter raised a glass.
To winning the war.
Amen to that.
Get down, sir!
Meanwhile, Captain America and Bucky were on a transport chopper returning to base. Barnes was flipping through the latest comics he could get, while Rogers sketched himself and Bucky facing down the dastardly Baron Helmut Zemo.
What are you reading there, Buck?
New issue of Mythic Comics. Another adventure for the Thin Man.
Thin Man? Sounds intriguing.
Bucky gestured over to Steve and pointed at what he was reading. Steve looked down and admired the strange illustrations.
He's a man who stretches his body to fight. Wish we had something like that on our side.
I wouldn't expect to see anything like that anytime soon.
Hold on, boys. We're getting an emergency transmission from Agent Carter.
Peggy, what happened?
Steve! Phineas, are you there?
I'm here, Peggy. What is it?
Captain? Captain Hydra's here! They're attacking us at base camp. They caught us off guard. The scouts never saw us coming.
Me and Bucky will be there as soon as possible. Dr. Horton, we're better get moving fast.
I'll captain my captain.
I don't know about you, Cap, but I'm ready for another fight.
As the helicopter closed in on the battle's location, Captain America and Bucky prepared for another fight alongside one another.
Cap, please tell me you're gonna let me see more action this time. I want to fight the Ratsies like the rest of the soldiers.
I will. Stick with me, Bucky. You heard Peggy. Hydra may not be the best on defense, but when they attack, it's a hell of a storm. The Red Skull is their leader. S.H.I.E.L.D. said that he's as ruthless as he is cunning. Be careful when you see him.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'm ready.
Dr. Horton, fly out here and call for backup. We'll buy you as much time as you need. You ready for the drop, Bucky?
Sir, yes, sir.
3, 2, 1.
Captain America and Bucky jumped from the chopper. While the captain made a straight swan dive down to Earth, Bucky seemed to dance in the air, relishing every second as he cascaded down like a sycamore seed.
I love this, Cap! This is awesome!
Now, Bucky! All right, Buck, let's move.
Woohoo! Come on, Cap. Let's go kick some rats you can. We have a fight to win.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the rubble, the Red Skull continued his mindless slaughter. He stood at the center of the battlefield, surrounded by hundreds of Hydra goons, marching in like mindless drones. Schmidt clutched his iron cross. The power flowing from it enchanted his soldiers, filling them all with berserker rage. It made them fiercer to fight, but with no self-preservation. Any Allied soldier who dared to shoot him would have their bullets intercepted by a Hydra drone dying for his general. The Red Skull cared not for their lives. All that mattered was the conquest. On this day, Hydra will stand as the master of the world, born to victory on the wings of the Valkyrie. Our enemies shall be helpless against us. If they cut off one head, 2 more shall take its place. As the Red Skull slowly advanced to the heart of the base, he could see small bunches of his soldiers fall in the distance. Hydra's drones were dropping like flies, and as they fell, the Allied forces began to rise. And, like a shining beacon, Captain America stood amongst the soldiers, a true sentinel of liberty.
Ain't we glad to see you, big man?
It's always a pleasure to fight beside you, dum-dum. All right, men, charge!
And while the Allied soldiers fought fiercer, they still had their hearts. And with Captain America leading the charge, his shield taking bullets for them. Eventually, he made his way to Red Skull, and the symbols would finally clash.
So, you're the Red Skull I've heard so much about.
Ah, the famed Captain America. You have finally made your showing. You may as well surrender now, boy. I have already crippled this base and many others. Your little rally will die down soon. My power will destroy anyone who does not submit to Hydra's might. To my might.
You're wrong, Skull! I can do this all day. So can they.
Ah, the classic American arrogance. You will fall, like all the rest.
I don't think so.
Captain America threw his mighty shield to his sidekick, and Barnes caught it while Rogers charged at the Red Skull. Bucky then smacked the Red Skull with it, making him drop his gun. With that, Captain America, Bucky, and the Red Skull leapt into battle for the first time, but not the last.
Why do you continue here, Captain? You will always lose. No simpleton with a shield, no mere child can stand against me. I have harnessed the powers of the gods. I am the symbol of supremacy which keeps the gears of Hydra turning. I will become the master of this world.
You're no god, Skull. You're just a bully who's bought into his own hype.
You bear a flag on your chest and think you wage a war of nations, but I have seen the future. He, the dread Lord, has shown it to me. There are no flags except for mine. Hydra reigns, and I am the Supreme One.
I don't care about the dreams of a madman. I don't fight for my future. I fight for the people's. For those who can't fight for themselves. That's what you'll never understand, Skull!
The battle was hard fought. While Steve was a brawler and Bucky was more of an acrobat, the Red Skull fought with pure martial discipline. He had both the strength and the skill to outmatch both of them. In the ensuing scuffle, the Skull grabbed Bucky by the throat and hurled him like a ragdoll straight into Captain America, sending them both toppling to the ground.
Bucky, are you alright?
I'm fine. Okay, not fine. Wait, where's your shield?
On impact, Captain America's shield had slipped off his arm, and before the Skull's feet, he picked it up and briefly admired it. No more flags, Captain. And with a mighty roar, the Red Skull tears Captain America's shield in half like it was made of cardboard.
No more flags! No! Are you afraid, Captain?
Bucky, get out of here!
All war is won by the strength of one man. All else is either a mere accessory or a liability. Your boy is both. Now we fight on even terms. No boys. No! A grenade explodes at the Skull's feet. Schmidt was able to use his Iron Cross to make a force field for himself and was left unscathed. But as the dust settled, the Colonel and Agent Carter arrived with backup, Horton in the helicopter flying above them. And with the rallied soldiers, they demolished Hydra's forces and had the Red Skull surrounded.
Surrender now! We have you surrounded!
Boy, am I glad to see you, Peggy.
It's always a pleasure to fight beside you, Steve. All right, boys, lock him down!
What is this madness? A Fräulein on the field of battle? The Allied nations must be getting truly desperate to allow this absurdity.
Oh, this was everybody's war! I was needed, so I answered the call!
You fools! Great power will always baffle primitive men. That is why you resist. Your dependence on each other makes you weak. Humanity craves submission under one rule, but it is too afraid to accept what is good for it. One day, you will see the truth.
The Colonel stepped forward and fired at the Skull. It pierced the madman's shoulder, and he let out a howl of pain.
Power's fine and dandy, Rojo, but wars aren't won with power. The wars are won because of our spirit. We'll never surrender. It's the very thing that makes us human. We will win this war because we have the best men, and they'll just keep getting better.
The Red Skull clutched his cross in one hand, and a pistol apparated into the other.
Oh, I've been shot.
Colonel!
Captain America leapt towards the Red Skull and tackled him to the ground. He then began savagely beating Schmidt with his bare hands. The Red Skull looked around and saw that his soldiers were dead or incapacitated. The battle was lost, but the Red Skull formed a twisted smile. Until we meet again, here, Captain. Captain America and Agent Carter ran to their fallen comrade's side.
Light the fire. Win the war.
We will, sir.
Colonel Chester Phillips was sent back to the States and buried days later. The soldiers had a small memorial for him and the other dead as well. Steve knelt at Colonel Phillips' old army truck in his tent. He silently and stoically mourned the man who saved his life. If the Red Skull could always have that gun, Steve was as good as dead. If it weren't for the Colonel's bravery, Captain America would have died. During this, Bucky approached Agent Carter while Steve mourned the dead.
You know, you really ought to talk to him.
What do you mean?
Don't mess with me, Agent. I'm not dumb. I know you like him. I see it when you two talk together. I think you need someone there for him right now.
Why don't you do it?
Steve's kind of like a dad, or like a big brother or something to me. If I try to comfort him, he's going to be all Captain America to me. Keep it buried for my sake. I'm fine with that, but we need someone who can just be Steve Rogers around.
I may be fond of Steve, but I assure you our relationship is strictly professional.
Sure, Agent, but between you and me, I think he's free this Saturday. Don't miss your shot.
Thank you, Bucky.
And so, Peggy Carter walked into Philip's tent behind Steve. She placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. A simple gesture, but an assurance that he wasn't alone.
I'll miss him too. But he went down a good man. We'll keep fighting to honor his memory. Today, we can just remember him. You can just grieve.
Thank you.
In the end, war is not only won by strength or cunning, but by the ability to connect with others, to be human, to work as a united front.
Season 1, Episode 5, Klaw's Caper. In the beating heart of Africa lies an unsuspecting nation, Wakanda. To the rest of the world, Wakanda appears to be a small, developing farming country. But in reality, the real nation lies behind a massive dome that projects the illusion. Past the facade rests a country that's so far advanced in technology that it would require the world to catch up 200 years just to be on par.
So tell me why again we're in Africa, Horton? Stevie, let me educate you on the finer points of wartime economics. You see, while you're busy punching Nazis in the face, I'm the guy making sure the Allies have the right tools to win the war. I'm no Dr. Erskine or anything, but I don't believe that's how wartime economics works. What do you mean, tools? Well, after your whole kerfuffle with the Crimson Cathesa and the destruction of your shield, I thought you need a new shield that doesn't quite have the same level of, breakability. Tall Tales says Wakanda has just what we need. Okay, I have more questions. Why am I here? Well, legend says that Wakanda has a super metal called vibranium. It's nigh indestructible, and the Wakandans don't know what it's worth. We're meeting a smuggler, and I need some muscle. How legal is this, Horton? Legal enough to get Fury to sign off on it. Oh. Fun. On the outskirts of the mechanical jungle, the South African smuggler that Horton plans on meeting
Ulysses Klaw has set up camp.
Mr. Klaw?
Phineas! I told you to come alone.
I needed a little insurance.
Howdy.
Steve looks down and notices a peculiar detail about Klaw. He is missing his hand, and it has been replaced by a prosthetic with no hand, but a small sonar dish.
It wouldn't be too rude to ask. What war did you fight in, Klaw?
I didn't. My line of work is much, much more dangerous.
Okay.
Do you have the product, Mr. Klaw?
Do you have the money?
Klaw pulls out a small bunch of vibranium, no bigger than the palm of your hand.
Whoa! I can't believe you're ripping me off. I'm paying $2.4 million, and you're giving me what? A pound?
It's actually 2.
Come on, Klaw, baby. We've known each other for years. We both know you can give me a better deal.
Exactly. We've known each other for years. So I know you can shill out a lot more money, Phineas.
Little did they all know. From the mechanized jungle, the protector of Wakanda, the Black Panther, peers on.
Boyos, I think we're in for the long haul. Tommy, take care of the fish. I don't want to drown and not get a paycheck. Humans.
Boss, what are you saying?
That was me, Tommy.
Amidst the storm on the sea, a lone man rises from the waves to above the clouds. Namor, the submariner, was here, and he was angry.
Come. Is that an angel?
I am Namor, and you are deplorable men. I don't think so, boyo. I don't think so at all. Humans! Do you know what you have done to deserve this?
Come. Do you know what he's talking about?
I have no idea, Tommy. All you tell is lies! Atlantis' soldiers have died 100-fold when your ships entered our waters.
Atlantis?
Captain! Do you know what the last words you'll ever hear are? Oh, no. Imperious Rex!
Klaw, we both know I'm not leaving until I get more than 2 pounds of vibranium.
And we both know you have more money than this.
Hush, both of you. Someone's watching us.
Steve turns his head quickly and notices a shadow move throughout the mechanized jungle, from tree to tree, until a small purple dagger flies out and lands in a tree right next to Steve's head.
Klaw, Horton, find cover, now!
I have heard of you, Captain. Why do you, a man of such honor, protect this man?
I owe no answers to you.
Steve rips off a door from the army-mandated van and uses it as a makeshift shield. From the jungle, the mystery man jumps from the brush in an all-black bodysuit with sharp white eyes and sharper claws.
I thought you were better, Captain.
What's with the cat man, Klaw?
Blasted king of Wakanda! The Wakandans have a ridiculous tradition where their leader becomes the Black Panther. I'll give you more than 2 pounds if you boogie out here with me.
Elio!
The 2 businessmen quickly get into the Jeep and drive off.
By bust! The invaders are getting away!
The Black Panther. T'Chanda's claws clashed against the metal door Steve wielded, sparks flying as the force of the impact echoed through the mechanized jungle. Steve dug his feet into the dirt, pushing back with all his strength.
I don't want to fight you.
Then you should not have come here as a thief.
T'Chanda swiped again, forcing Steve to roll away. With a grunt, Steve flipped the door in his hands like a makeshift discus, hurling it towards the Black Panther. T'Chanda dodged with supernatural agility, leaping onto a tree and springing down towards Steve.
Okay, Catman. You want to dance? Let's dance!
Steve surged forward, throwing a series of punches, each one dodged or blocked by T'Chanda's razor-sharp reflexes. T'Chanda countered, slicing through Steve's uniform, barely missing flesh. The two warriors circled each other, panting, calculating.
You fight with honor, Captain. But I will not let you steal from Wakanda.
I'm not here to steal anything. Just want to talk.
Your country comes to Africa with words of peace, but leaves only scars. Tell me, Captain, what makes you different?
I know my country isn't perfect. I know the world sees us as conquerors. Taking what isn't ours. But I don't fight for conquest. I fight to stop those who do.
Words. The same words your kind have spoken for centuries while taking our land, our people, our future.
If I walk away, the war continues, and innocent people suffer. I'm asking you to help me stop it.
T'Chanda lunged again, slashing at Steve's arm. Steve barely dodged, rolling to the side and countering with a low kick, knocking T'Chanda back. The Black Panther recovered instantly, his claws gleaming under the jungle's filtered light.
You claim righteousness, yet you fight to protect an empire built on blood.
What would you have me do? Let Hydra win? Let the Ratsies win? Let them rewrite the world in their image? No. It's not what I fight for. It's not what I stand for.
T'Chanda hesitated for the first time. His golden eyes searched Steve's face, looking for deception, but finding only determination.
You speak like a warrior, not a thief. Perhaps you are different. Perhaps not.
Then let me prove it.
A long silence hung between them. Then, T'Chanda retracted his claws.
Come with me, Captain. We shall see if Bast agrees with you.
The jungle whispered secrets through the rustling leaves as Captain America and the Black Panther stood, wary, but with a newfound understanding. The distant sound of an engine revving up snapped them out of their moment of truce.
Klaw will not escape Wakanda's justice.
Let's make sure they don't.
With a nod of mutual respect, the two warriors dashed through the jungle, their movements synchronized despite their different styles. Steve's raw athleticism matched T'Chanda's feline grace as they pursued their common enemy. Klaw's truck roared through the dense jungle, weaving between trees, kicking up dirt and leaves in its wake.
Klaw, I don't like this. You said this is just a simple trade.
Plans changed, Phineas. You should know that by now.
Horton clutched the dashboard, his face tight with concern. With a flick of his prosthetic, a high-pitched sonic blast erupted from the dish at the end of his arm. The jungle shuddered as trunks snapped like twigs, collapsing into the path behind them.
Cutting off our path.
Then we take to the trees.
T'Chanda leaped onto a thick branch, using his momentum to vault forward. Steve, not to be outdone, grabbed onto a low-hanging vine and swung forward, landing in stride beside the Panther. As the truck burst through the jungle's last barrier, it reached a narrow bridge suspended over a deep ravine. Klaw grinned as he floored the accelerator.
Say goodbye, Captain!
Just as the truck sped onto the bridge, T'Chanda leaped from above, claws slicing through the thick cables supporting it. The structure groaned as it buckled under its own weight.
Klaw, are you insane? We won't make it!
Green legs, I haven't...
The bridge collapsed. Klaw barely managed to jump free, rolling onto solid ground as the truck plunged into the abyss. Horton, gripping the side of the bridge, dangled precariously over the drop.
Hold on!
Steve lunged forward, gripping Horton's wrist and hoisting him up just as the last of the bridge crumbled into the void below. Klaw, now alone, scrambled to his feet, aiming his sonic weapon at the two heroes.
Ah, you meddling fools!
But before he could unleash another blast, T'Chanda struck. With a primal roar, the Black Panther swiped at Klaw's prosthetic, severing the device from his arm. Klaw screamed in agony as sparks erupted from the damaged weapon.
You don't know what you've done. I have ended your corruption of our land.
Klaw fell to his knees, clutching his bleeding arm. Steve stepped forward, his expression unreadable.
Wakanda will decide your fate.
Chanda nodded before gesturing to the shadows. From the jungle emerged members of the Dora Milaje, Wakanda's premier royal warriors, their spears gleaming under the moonlight. They seized Klaw, binding him in vibranium restraint. As the jungle settled, the tension slowly dissipated. Horton, still catching his breath, looked between the captain and the Panther.
I swear, I didn't know he was this dangerous. I just thought I was securing a resource out the war effort.
Now you do. We have to be careful who we trust, Phineas.
With the nefarious Klaw now in the Wakandans' rehabilitation center, T'Chanda takes Steve to his throne room and reveals a large parcel.
What's this?
Consider this a gift, Rogers.
Steve opens the parcel, and inside is a new circular shield with a red and white bullseye pattern and a blue circle and star in the center. As Steve runs his finger across the metal, he hears and feels the distinctive hum of the super metal.
A word of advice for you, Captain Rogers.
Yes, King T'Chanda?
Don't let the flag you wear across your body define you. Let you define the flag.
Yes, Your Majesty.
And, with a firm handshake, the men departed. But this would not be the last time the two warriors would meet. Back in the S.H.I.E.L.D. war room, Fury berates Horton about him partaking in illegal activity. In the corner, Steve and Bucky were chatting over a nice, refreshing glass of pop.
So there is really a secret hyper-advanced country, or are you just pulling my leg?
There really is one, Bucky. Pretty cool, too. Just don't tell anyone.
And why, again, could I not come?
Because we were participating in an illegal weapons deal.
Yeah, it would have been more fun than just staying at the base reading the latest adventure of the two-gun kid.
Suddenly, one of the sailors whose ship was capsized by the submariner bursts in, sopping wet.
Son, you don't have clearance here.
They told me to come here, sir. It's the only place I can go. I have news.
What is it, sir?
He's coming, and he's angry.
Who?
The man below the waves. Namor.
But that story is for another day.
Season 1, Episode 6, The Submariner Strikes.
Many don't know the true origin of life in the multiverse, or that there even is a multiverse. But I do, for it is my sacred duty as a watcher to observe everything, from the first child opening its eyes to the last star burning out. Millennia ago, when Earth was just a dirt sphere brimming with endless potential, a series of what you humans can best comprehend as space gods, known as the Celestials, came. They populated the Earth with all kinds of life, from the biggest elephant to the smallest tick. Their crowning achievements were made in their own image, though. Humanity. They knew one day these creations would do great things, so they created a species called Eternals, to ensure that Homo sapiens would one day conquer the very stars safeguarding life from afar. But the Celestials did not always make perfect successes. On the way to make the Eternals, they failed many a time, creating another species of failed experiments known as the Deviants. The Eternals would eliminate a majority of them, but a group would escape, mating with humans, and eventually create another species who could only breathe water, the Atlanteans. Now, I promise this will all come together, but now we go back to New York City, inside S.H.I.E.L.D.'s hidden headquarters, as Captain America and Bucky get orders from Sergeant Nicholas Fury.
As the two of you already know, a sailor named Thomas Kirby came into our base last night telling us that some man named Namor is coming. What the two of you, and most of the world, don't know is what that means. According to Kirby, he is a flying man who controlled the ocean itself. I believe it's a load of horse crap, but whatever it is, it's taking out American assets. So, I'm sending you on a trip with some of our boys in the Navy to, at worst, figure out what Namor is, or at best, give the boys a boost of morale. You dig?
Oh, boy. I haven't been on a boat. Been on some planes, cars, and some trains, but never a boat.
And we're gonna keep it that way. Barnes, you're not going.
Oh, come on. Why can't I go? What if Captain needs a good right hook and a sure-handed rifle fire? He ain't getting that nowhere else.
You're too much of a liability for this mission, kid. Feels a bit harsh, Sergeant. We should let the kid go. Well, I thought you'd want some alone time with one Private Roth. Wait, Roth? Arnie Roth? Oh, boy! I haven't seen him since I got the whole Captain America gig.
Who's this, Roth fella, Stevie?
He's my best friend in the whole wide world. He had a habit of protecting me when I got in problems too big for my britches. Last time I talked to him, he was trying to get me not to enlist. Surprising he did it all. I'm so excited to tell him all my amazing adventures I've been on. The thing with that is, remember, Rogers, your identity is secret. You and Captain America have to appear as different people. For your safety and the symbology of Captain America, even your closest friends need to think of the two of you as different people. Right. I understand, sir.
We now visit the high seas a week later, where a Navy aircraft carrier gets a visit from a S.H.I.E.L.D. jet as hundreds of Navy seamen gather, including one Arnie Roth. Before Captain America makes his grand entrance, Peggy Carter walks out with a pep in her step.
Gentlemen, I know you were told that the Star-Spangled Boy Scout was coming, and he sure as hell is. But, he's a little shy. Can we give him a warm welcome? I don't think he heard you, boys! And now, I present the one-man army corps, the Star-Spangled Man, the Sentinel of Liberty. Here comes Captain America, boys!
With an audience of sailors, Captain America walks out waving to the crowd, looking strong and powerful, inspiring the crowd. Steve may put up a strong front, but he was outrageously excited to see his friend Arnie once again. He scans the crowd, looking for his friend, and then they briefly lock eyes. Arnie Roth, wearing a private's uniform, cheering with the rest of his platoon.
Howdy, soldiers! It's been an honor serving with each and every one of you. Even if I didn't fight alongside you, I fought with you. Because what each and every one of us on this ship do is fight for the American dream. We all fight for the ideals that our forefathers died to create. And I'm honored. Just honored to call myself a soldier when I can fight alongside each and every one of you. Thank you for carrying the dream, boys. Now, who wants a picture?
Steve then spends the next hour or so signing autographs and taking pictures with each and every one of the soldiers on the boat, until Arnie shows up. Steve tries to keep a straight face, but his excitement is palpable.
What's your name, son?
Private Arnold Roth, sir.
Is it okay if I call you Arnie, son?
Yes, sir.
Now, what can I do for you today, kid?
Would you mind sending my Captain America comic? Make it out to Steve Rogers. He enlisted before they started pushing these out, but he loves art, so when I see him again, I think he'll enjoy it. Don't you think so, Cap?
I do, Arnie. I really do.
To bring our tale back to how it started, we go deep beneath the waves where the Atlanteans reside, in the aptly named Atlantis. The city is in ruins, with its citizens displaced into refugee housing. The Grand Central Palace is destroyed, all save a single throne in which a single man sits. A man with pale, almost translucent skin, and eyes as black as the ash of the fallen kingdom. His ears pointed like an elf. The two most distinct elements of this man's dress are a lack of any clothing outside of bracers and scaly green shorts. But he also had small wings on either one of his ankles. This is Namor, the Submariner King of Atlantis.
My lineage according to the Gray's oracles. The Sophist folk have returned.
Did my sinking of their vessels not warn them enough? Did my bloodshed and fury not tell them not to trifle with the Submariner? I believe it is time for them to face my wrath once again.
Shall I notify the soldiers?
Nay, I must do this alone. I need to show the surface world what they have reaped. Imperiously!
How the hell? Oh, of course. Just our luck. 1 second it's bright and sunny, and the next it's raining cats and dogs.
Something tells me this has to do with our friend.
From the sea, Namor rises, floating in the air like a vengeful angel, trident in hand and vengeance in the other.
Have I not warned you before? Have I not taught you to stay away from us? For your crimes, you must face me. The personification of Atlantis' wrath, Namor the Submariner!
And get everyone safe. Looks like I have my dance card booked.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Go get him, Steve.
What?
Namor dives down, decking Cap across the jaw, cracking a tooth.
And who are you? Yet another tool of the surface world for enforcing tyranny and destruction?
I'm just a kid from Brooklyn who doesn't like bullies. And you look a lot like a bully to me.
This is not some childish game. Your people slaughtered my people. And I only fight for vengeance and nothing else. Do you know what it's like to have your people slaughtered?
No. But it's no reason for more death and destruction to be caused.
Do not speak to me as if you know my pain.
A lightning bolt strikes the center of the ship. Flame and destruction fill the ship. Cap grabs his shield, smacking Namor across the face with it.
Are you happy now? You destroyed the ship! Leave!
Or I will make you regret it, Namor. You're a fierce opponent, Captain.
And with that, Captain America runs to the lower decks to help try and get as many soldiers as he can to lifeboats. He digs through the wreckage, saving all he can. He is tired. He is exhausted. Yet he perseveres. And then he hears a yelp for help from one of the rooms. It's Arnie's voice. He rushes through, seeing the young man trapped under rubble.
Okay, kid. I got you. Everything's gonna be alright.
Thanks, Stevie.
How did you?
It's a damn cheap aftershave. Has a distinct smell to it, Stevie.
It's nice to see you, Arnie. But let's catch up when you're not pinned under rubble and drowning.
Sounds like a good plan, Dugan.
Suddenly, the boat began to capsize more, with the roof collapsing in on them, crushing the pair of men, if not for Steve lifting the rubble up just enough for them not to be killed.
If we do get out of this, I have some stories for you.
That's if we get out of this, Steve.
We will, Arnie! I can do this! I have to!
Steve, I gotta tell you something. I don't think I can leave it unsaid if we die here. Steve. Yeah, I know, it's probably not the time. Hell, definitely not the time. Maybe not the place either, but it's the truth. And in the end, I guess the truth is all that matters now. My best friend. We always have been. Since we were kids running around Brooklyn trying not to get our asses kicked. You stood up for me before I even know how to stand up for myself. You made me believe that good existed, that people like you existed. And I've carried that with me in every awful trench and foxhole and freezing lonely night out there. But I've also carried something else, a truth I had to hide in the dark, that I wrapped in silence because the world doesn't take kindly to men like me. You're the only person I ever wanted to tell, the only one I felt safe enough to even think about telling. And now here we are, about to drown under a goddamn battleship, and I can't let this be my last breath without you knowing it. I'm gay, Steve. I always have been. I never expected anything from you, not pity, not approval, nothing. I wanted you to know who I really am. Because if I go out today, I want the one person I love most in the world to know all of me.
Arnie, I don't know what to say. To be the strongest man I know. And I am so glad you told me. And if these are our final moments, I want you to know I love and accept you.
Thanks, Steve.
And then, miraculously, as Captain America's knees begin to buckle under the weight of the rubble, the pressure is lifted off his shoulder as the rubble is lifted up by Namor.
Holy. Do not make me regret this, Captain. Thank you, Namor.
Namor continues to lift the rubble as Steve gets an injured Arnie out.
There are still some soldiers trapped, Namor. Stand back, Captain. Let the King of Atlantis do what he must.
From the depths of the endless waves, a giant kraken emerges, sticking its tentacles throughout the ship, grabbing any sailor or staff, saving their lives by placing them into lifeboats, where Peggy Carter gets them to a nearby port. Hours later, after the battles on the carrier, Steve and Arnie sit on a cliff overlooking the ocean, having a drink together, when suddenly Namor arrives.
King Namor, Captain Rogers, and...
Roth. Private Arnold Roth.
Greetings, Roth. I'm not here for you, but you may stay. Rogers, I would like to apologize. I generalized all surface dwellers, missing the krill for the swarm. You are a noble man, Captain.
Yeah. Hell of a fight we had, huh?
I wasn't referring to that. With my hyper-advanced senses, I heard Roth here confess to you, saying he defied what every surface dweller told him what he should be. And yet, you still accepted him. That's why I saved you. You are nothing like the men who destroyed my people.
That is something I have been wondering about, Namor. Who was it that invaded Atlantis?
A man wearing a purple mask with his submarines. He destroyed half of Atlantis.
Baron Zemo. A thorn in my side and apparently yours. Join with us, Namor. We can stop the man who hurt your people and save countless others.
I may respect you, Rogers, but I do not respect your country. I hope to fight alongside you again, but the business of Atlantis remains mine alone. Until next time, Imperious Rex.
Imperious Rex, Namor.
Season 1, Episode 7, The Death Ray of Dr. Zola.
Private Log, Sergeant Nick Fury, Entry 256. Me and the Howlers were embedded in one of Hydra's research bases when we encountered Johann Schmidt, a.k.a. Red Skull.
Ah! Fury!
It's nice to see you again.
I'd say the same to you, but I can't stand looking at your ugly bug.
Let's cut the chit-chat, Harold. Let's go kick some nuts you can.
Okay, boys. You know the cry. Wahoo! We'd run at the skull ready for battle. But he would pull a lever and some weird dough would fill the room. What in the blue blazes?
Oh, it's like my meatball sourdough.
What is this stuff?
It is Dr. Zola's latest experiment.
Oh, what in the Sam Hill?
Zola calls them his dough boys. I do not know the full science behind them, but they are essentially an overgrown ball of yeast and super chemicals. They will continue to grow and take up space until...
There is no oxygen left.
Oh no!
You can say that again.
Oh no!
As much as I'd like to see the Howling Commando's last stand, I have places to be, gentlemen.
The Red Skull began to leave, as creatures began to grow.
Gary, you have any clue how to get out of here?
I'm working on it.
If they're just overgrown yeast, why can't we bake them? That's what finally kills the yeast.
If we tried to cook them, we'd end up baked in the process.
Then how the hell can we escape them?
Like any good howler. Fight like hell! I'd aim my pistol for the door handle and blast it off. Then me and the boys would trudge through the doughboys' bodies as they kept growing.
Thank God we're out.
Well, we're not fully done. With the dawn of the picture, they can keep growing unrestricted.
Stand back, boys. I pulled out a small syringe filled with a glowing golden fluid, and I injected it into the doughboys, who would then rapidly begin growing until they popped.
What was that?
Classified information, son. After the whole skull ordeal, we came to one conclusion. We have to kill Dr. Arnim Zola.
Ah, it is nice to be able to tell tales again. It has been a moment. So, where was I? Oh yes, SHIELD Base. We open today's story with Sergeant Nick Fury coming to Dr. Phineas Horton for some mysterious purposes.
Horton? Fury, what do you need? You know what I need. How the hell are you already out of it? I gave you a gift supply! Battlefield is rough. I get that, Fury. Baby, don't call me that. Okay, I get it, Fury. I really do. But the lengths I have to go to get this stuff, it's too much! Son, the secrets I've carried are enough to pay the cost. If you want me to keep secretly funding... what did you call him? Oh yeah, Jim. Keep that name out of your mouth. Then get me the formula. Get me a wicket toe. That'll do.
Fury would then go to the command center where Bucky was practicing juggling, and Captain America drew a picture of Namor and the Red Skull fighting, and chuckles to himself.
What in the Sam Hill are you two doing? There's work to be done. Yes, sir.
Finally. Been bored out of my mind waiting for a mission.
Well, about that.
No, you're not doing this to me again. I'm not getting benched. I can help. I really can. Every time I'm on the sidelines, the Ratsies get another win. Let me fight, Fury.
The kid does have a point. Fine. You're in, Barnes. Thank you, sir. So what's our next mission? Me, you, Bucky, gonna go out to the current whereabouts of Dr. Arnim Zola and kill him. Why specifically him? He single-handedly has been given Hydra the advantage, and his tech is fueling the entire Third Reich. If we take him out now, we've a better chance than we would have before. Yes, sir. When do we leave? First light tomorrow.
Aye, aye, Captain.
That's Sergeant to you.
Within one of Hydra's submarine bases, the Red Skull sits behind his desk, writing out a mission report of his previous exploits with Nicholas Fury. I can feel you watching, Zola. Come in.
How could you sense me?
The super soldier serum within me may be flawed, but it does have some advantages. What have you come to me for, Zola?
I came to ask how my doughboys held up.
They did as promised. Fury was able to escape, though.
Oh, what a shame. I have been working on a new robotics project.
Zola, I'm canceling any and all future robotics programs.
What? I've spent my entire life working on these projects.
Remember who your superior is, Zola. Your projects cost us more than they actually give out. With Captain America, they are being destroyed faster than you can produce them.
Oh, but your occult projects will?
And with the bout of insolence, the Red Skull slaps the Mad Doctor across the room. You are dismissed, Zola. The Mad Doctor would leave and go back to his lab, beginning a far more insidious project. But that is for later. I call upon the forces of the eldritch winds and the storms of the dark dimension, and beg for an audience with the Dread Lord. Dormammu! Suddenly, a floating image of the Dread Lord's flaming visage appears.
You have summoned me, servant. Make your request quick, Skull.
I do not have a request, sire, but more a progress update. Zola has stopped his production of robotics and is now solely working on his bioweapons.
Good. Very good. My influence can be spread amongst their armies, instead of his soulless horde of machines. Let me know when the masters have not already.
Now, sire, what is my reward?
In due time, Skull. In due time.
Yes, my dread lord. As dawn breaks over the European countryside, Sergeant Fury, Captain America, and Bucky Barnes stand outside a concealed Hydra bunker. The air is thick with tension as the mission to eliminate Dr. Arnim Zola begins.
Are we sure this is the right place?
Positive. After me and the Howlers torched his previous base, he fled to here.
Stand back, boys.
Captain America says as he slams his shield into the crevice of the bunker's door and rips it open with his brute strength.
Now, what do you Howling Commandos say? Oh, yeah. Woohoo!
Why, you little...
Don't.
He's just a kid. Doesn't mean I can't strangle him.
Fury would charge in alongside Captain America, guns blazing, taking out numerous Hydra guards as they attempt to defeat the Star-Spangled Man. Rogers would throw his shield, which would ricochet across the helmets of Hydra goons. Rogers would then grab one of them by the throat and pull him up against a wall.
Okay, Ratsy scum. Where's Zola? You really don't want to make him mad. You know what he did to Zemo?
You really better listen to Fury. So how about you tell me where Zola is?
No need for violence, Herr Captain.
Says 13 TVs placed around the room, displaying Zola's disfigured visage.
Zola.
Sergeant?
Where the hell are you, Zola? I got a bullet with your name on it.
I can be found deep beneath 13 layers of iron doors. You will never get to me.
Well, I'd say differently.
Captain America charges directly into the metal doors with his shield placed in front of him as he tears through the metal. The men would run off into Zola's laboratory but be faced with a massive ray gun pointed at the entrance, with Zola behind its command center.
What in tarnation?
Ah, Fury. Do you not like my new invention? It harnesses the power of another dimension that I have discovered, one named Dimension Z. that is filled with near limitless energy. This weapon shall both defeat you Americans, but also the treacherous Red Skull!
Bucky, Fury, get behind me, now!
From Zola's ray gun, a large beam of pure, crackling energy blasts out, only being stopped by the captain's shield.
Let's see what it takes to destroy that feeble shield of yours, Yankee. Second level. Third level.
So much force! Hold still, Captain! Just need to line up my shot! Goddamn one eye!
Fourth level!
I will not yield!
Fifth level! Yield, Captain! Yield!
That gunshot rang out through the morning air.
Bucky, turn off the beam!
Aye, aye. Well, boys, looks like we just single-handedly won the war.
Wow, aren't you naive? All we do is put the Axis on a power disadvantage. It's up to the boys on the front line to win the war now. Come on, Fury. Give the kid a win. Fine. You can do it. Just this once.
Wait, really?
Just do it before I regret it.
Woohoo!
Deep within a Hydra bunker at the moment of Dr. Zola's death, several servers began running into overtime, and a pre-recorded message plays from a monitor in the center of the room.
The funny thing about Hydra is that when you cut off one head...
More and more servers light up.
Two more shall take its place.
And they contain Dr. Arnim Zola's mind.
Season 1, Episode 8, The Rise of the Marvels.
Not every tale I watch is a major part of human history. Most of what I have told you is just a stepping stone in Captain America's life. But today's tale is not just important to Captain America's life, but the entirety of the history of humanity. Today, I will tell you one of my personal favorites, the coming of the invaders. It all starts in Baron Zemo's castle after the demise of Dr. Arnim Zola, as the castle's master plots Hydra's next move.
Private log, number 279. With Zola effectively deceased, the machine will seemingly never be complete. Enough of his research that exists to salvage the project. How did he call it?
I always preferred the name Flexonomical Automaton, but the skull detested my long name, so it gave it a more diminishing moniker, Flexo.
Robot comes out with a screen embedded in its chest that displays Zola's unfortunate visage. He had a camera fixed to what the android would call a head.
Zola! You alive?
Yes, I am alive, Zemo. I had a neural implant installed in my head when I was alive that would broadcast a scan of my brainwaves and memories into 13 different robotic bodies. So when I did pass, I could live on within an android's body.
And you didn't think to tell Hydra about this? Imagine the amount of good men we could enhance by placing their minds into robots!
No, Baron! The energy consumption of my mind being placed in this body could bankrupt all of the Third Reich!
Zola, this is the last time you keep your research or your inventions to yourself. Am I clear?
Yes, Zemo.
Good, Zola. Now, tell me when you can get Flexo up and running.
It's only a matter of days, good sir.
Good, Dr. Zola.
real boy.
Within Phineas Horton's private lab, the Mad Doctor works on his latest experiment. Artificial life. His latest experiment, which he has named Jim Hammond, is sealed within an oxygenless glass cylinder. And now, he's waking up.
Son, are you awake?
I am, sir.
Hot diggity.
Sir.
No, son. Call me Father.
Understood. Father, what am I?
Remarkable. Exhibiting curiosity as an artificial life form.
Artificial, defining, made or produced by humans, not naturally occurring. Father, am I artificial?
How did you know that?
I have been gradually gaining information for the past few weeks. It began when you first developed my brain.
How fascinating.
Father, may I walk?
Of course, son. Let me lift the tube.
Horton quickly runs over to his and oxygenates the tube. But then, as oxygen enters his tube, the android's body bursts into flame.
No, son!
The android looks unfazed as it burns, while Horton runs over to a fire extinguisher and begins spraying it.
No! Horton, you okay?
Yeah, boss, you okay? What in the...
I have no idea what that is either, lad. That's my son!
Horton yells as he slams on a button, causing his tube to close and the fire to cease.
What?
If that's your kid, then why is he in a jar?
Until he was fully finished. I put him in here so his parts wouldn't be damaged.
Hello, Captain America, also known as Stephen Rogers. And hello, James Buchanan, Bucky Barnes.
Hello? Horton, can you hear me?
I can, Captain.
Okay, son. Are you okay?
Yes. Why would I not be?
Well, because just a few seconds ago, you were on fire.
And that is supposed to...
hurt?
But it does not.
Hey, that's what's peculiar, son.
So, Doc, this your latest invention to help beat the ratsies?
No! Now, boys, I need you both to leave. Now.
Steve and Bucky would leave the room with Horton sitting down on a seat before his son.
Father?
Yes, Jim?
What is a ratsie?
Very bad people. They tear apart the world with what they've done. But Jim, that doesn't matter to you. I did not make you for war.
Yes, Father, but if I can help, why do I not?
War never has and never will be a good thing. I don't want to corrupt you. Not like it's corrupted me.
What is good?
Well, kid, it's when you put the well-being of others above your own.
Are you good?
Well, I try to be. God knows I've made some mistakes, but I've worked to be better every day. I made you to try and make myself better. You're my vision of tomorrow. My tomorrow.
Am I good?
Well, yes! Of course you are!
Okay, Father.
Horton would leave, and when he did, a question popped into Hammond's mind. How can you be good without action? In the dark hours of the night, Sergeant Nick Fury stands on a cold bench.
I know you can hear me. Come out so we can talk like men.
From the waves, Namor, the submariner, rises out of the water with his trademark scowl.
Just because I agreed to not sink any more American ships doesn't mean I'm on your side, Nicholas Fury. That may change, fish boy. One of our spies in Germany, Roger Aubrey, told me the Nazis have a new superweapon. And why does that concern me, Nicholas? Your petty war has no concern for me unless it reaches the seas. And it will be, Namor. Well, should I say, Namor Mackenzie? How do you know that name? Brief assessment of your files led me to find Leonard Mackenzie.
American sailor who fell in love with your mother, Princess Fair.
Bite your tongue, imperialist! You will not speak of my lineage.
So, you don't want to know the status of your father then, huh?
You are living on borrowed time, Fury. But speak.
Actively, he's in a prisoner internment camp, Namor.
Where is said camp?
You're too valuable of an asset to tell you that, fish boy.
Namor then quickly grabs Fury by the throat.
What's stopping me from killing you, Fury?
I'm the one of the few men on this planet who knows where your father is. And the others speak German.
You live for this day, surface breather.
Good. Now let me tell you about the Invader Initiative.
With the hum of the blades of the propellers on the Airbus filling the air, our heroes suit up and prepare for the battle ahead.
I know it doesn't count for much, Namor, but
save your words for those who wish to hear them.
What is the Undersea King's problem?
I'm not completely sure, King T'Challa.
He just really doesn't want to be here.
Welcome to the club, Namor. I'm working on jackets.
So, is this all of us? We have an asset on the ground running point for us. We have T-minus 10 minutes until Project Flexo makes landfall.
How much time do we have till landfall?
We have less than 2 minutes left.
Okay. Well, boys, this is our stop.
Captain America hits the button opening up the back of the cargo plane. He would then jump without a parachute.
Hey, Namor!
Yes, Minnow?
Catch me!
And why would I do that?
Bucky Barnes would then do a backflip out of the plane with no parachute.
Bucky! No!
Namor says as he dives out of the plane, flying down and picking up the kid.
See, Namor? I told you you'd catch me.
Next time, you won't be so lucky.
The group of heroes would make landfall in London.
Where's Hydra's robot?
I think we got here first.
Captain Rogers, you are wrong. Can't you hear it? The birds don't chirp. The children don't laugh. The bugs don't creak. We are the only sound.
That doesn't make sense. If the robot was already here, why are none of the buildings destroyed?
It is obvious to even you, simple air breather. The machine is methodical, careful. Hydra doesn't want the world at large to know about their machine, so we don't have time to prepare.
From the shadows, there silently creeps a 6'3" robot with cherry red skin that looks like rubber. He was covered in gold adornments, and his face was kept in a gold mask with a hauntingly simple smile and 2 dot eyes. None of the ragtag group of heroes could hear him coming. Horton's secret lab lies empty, with one man inside his glass tube. Horton decided to leave the radio on to keep the recently awake Jim Hammond company.
And then high heat punches the
Nazi in the jaw.
Horton! Are you there? We're losing badly. Vaughn ambushed us. Send reinforcements.
I cannot just stand by.
Jim punches the glass.
Not while they tear the world apart.
And then he does it again.
When I can help.
And again. And again. Until with pure force the glass shatters and bursts into...
Even if it kills me.
Jim then instinctively controls his own flame to propel himself in the air and towards the battle in Red Prison. The heroes continue to wage war against the machine. Flexo stretches and contorts, fighting all 3 men and 1 boy at once with his robotic might. They struggle against the might of the machine.
We can't keep this going for much longer, boys!
What even is this?
A demon we shall drive back into hell.
Steve throws his shield at Flexo and it bounces right off, hitting Black Panther as he tries to pounce on the robot. Bucky fires a few shots from his pistol, but the bullets bounce back at him.
Bucky, no!
Steve yells as he jumps in front of the ricocheted bullets with his shield.
I couldn't dodge that.
Come on, Bucky. Aim for the middle. More likely to do some real damage.
If you want real damage.
Namor rips a lamppost from the ground and bashes it into the android, knocking him back.
The Submariner will give it! Imperious Rex!
Just as our heroes gain a little hope, Flexo leaps back into action.
Damn! This thing won't go down!
Can't Panther's vibranium claws slash through Flexo?
They can, but it requires me to get close enough. The robot can process more than we are capable of giving.
From the sky, a comet rockets. A lone man burning through the sky like a star.
Oh no. More Hydra robots.
Nope. Reinforcements from back home. Crew, meet Horton's pet project.
Greetings from New York City.
Blazing Figure shouts as he rockets down to Earth, tackling Flexo to the ground. But Flexo rockets right up.
Namor, Panther, grab an arm of the bot while me and Bucky grab a leg each. Aye.
Yes, Captain!
Got it, Cap.
The group of heroes held the stretching beast down as Hammond places his blazing hand in the center of Flexo's chest, increasing his heat 100-fold. Beads of sweat roll down everyone but Hammond and Namor's heads as the heat gets ever so drastic. Bucky was the first to fall. He just couldn't handle the heat as it beat down on him. The heat gets to the point where the Panther needs to back off, with parts of his vibranium melting.
Rogers! I can hold him down! Your weak human skin can't handle the heat! I will never back down! Till we're all 6 feet in the dirt!
The good captain says as his skin burns, parts of his costume melting off. The 3 men hold steady as Hammond continues to beat down on Flexo. Then, in an instant, the software controlling Flexo melts, ending the beast's reign.
That was... wow.
You could say that again, Bucky.
You fought nobly, Rogers.
I could say the same to you.
Yeah, but don't forget the Panther. He fought like a dynamo.
As did you, young one. We cannot forget the aid of the machine on fire.
Thank you.
I am T'Chanda, the Black Panther of Wakanda. Who are you, friend?
My creator named me Jim Hammond. I do not have a title like you do.
Well, as a warrior, I believe you deserve one. You are now Jim Hammond, the Human Torch!
But I am not.
You fight as bravely as one, son.
Thank you, Captain Rogers.
And that ends our tale of the formation of the invaders, ushering in the first age of heroes.
Season 1, Episode 9, Torch Song.
We begin today's story in the aftermath of the battle with Flexo. The invaders celebrate their first victory as a team in a bar with no name, back in Brooklyn, by the Shield outpost. That is, most of them. Due to the bar not allowing minors, Bucky Barnes was denied entry. Due to the exquisite wood furnishings of the bar, the ever-blazing Human Torch was also denied entry. The 2 young men, coincidentally both named James, stood outside.
Ah, shucks. You think that after taking down a big robot like that, they'd at least let me have my first beer?
Alcohol is not beneficial to the human body. It impairs motor function and cognitive processing. Imbibing such would be especially detrimental for someone of your age.
I know that, Jim, but doing stuff that's bad for you is part of being human.
That seems rather suboptimal. However, I do not believe I am capable of drinking, anyways.
Well, if you can't drink, why do you look so down? Are you down? It's kind of hard to judge your expression behind all the fire.
Down? I am standing on the ground. Do you wish me to go up?
Jim Hammond began to slowly ascend a few feet into the air.
No, stay here. I meant you seem sad.
Oh, sad. That's what this feeling is. I suppose I feel ostracized from the rest of the group. I regret that I can't join them in celebration. I have not had much human interaction yet.
Oh yeah, forgot you're actually younger than me. Weird.
Well, I was born yesterday.
Hey, it was a heck of a day too for you, Jim. You were awesome out there. Can't wait to see you torch some ratsies.
Thank you, James.
You can just call me Bucky.
Just then, Captain America emerged from the pub, hiding something behind his shield.
Hey guys, sorry to leave you out here in the cold.
Is it cold? I figured it was rather mild out here.
I wouldn't know. I've been standing next to you this whole time. Honestly, I'm roasting out here.
Poor choice of words. I just didn't want to leave you guys out alone out here. You guys earned just as much of glory as we did.
Oh, it is all right, Captain. Bucky has been excellent company.
I also just wanted to get out of there. Namor and Chanda are arguing over whose kingdom to enter. And Namor is an angry drum.
You seem okay, Cap. How much have you had?
A lot, actually. I guess the serum boosted my metabolism so fast, I can't get drunk. But I talked to the bartender, and he gave me a little something for you, Buck.
Oh boy, lay it on me, Cap.
From behind the shield, Steve revealed a bag of marshmallows and a pair of skewers. He readied one for Bucky and tossed the skewer to his sidekick. They then began roasting marshmallows over the Human Torch's flames. Steve then grabbed a mallow and tossed one to Jim.
Come on, try one, Jim. Worst case, it just burns off. And the sugar adds fuel to your fire.
Jim, not fully understanding how eating worked, took the marshmallow, the confectionery cookie in his hand, and smashed it against his face. Most of the residue stuck to his face until his flames charred it, and it simply flaked away. Although some of it went into his mouth, and this was the first thing the android ever tasted.
Delicious. Defining. Highly pleasant to the taste.
Later that night, the invaders would return to the main base for some rest. The Human Torch would return to Dr. Horton's workshop. Phineas Horton then came running to Jim, now wearing a peculiar red and gold suit and a gold welder's mask to match.
Jimmy! Oh, thank God you're okay! Don't you know how worried I was? I can't up and lose my son at 2 days old!
I am sorry, Father, but I could not stand by and let people die. I had to be good. Like you taught me.
I know. I'm proud of you, Jim. I really am. I'm so relieved you're okay.
Thank you, Father. What are you wearing?
Oh, well, before you broke your container and flew out the window, I was working on this little number to protect myself from your flames. His entire getup is woven from asbestos fibers. With a little bit of heat-resistant padding, this is gonna let me get some work done on you. And maybe make some upgrades. I just saw a little gold and hot rod redwood zhuzh it up.
Oh, that sounds rather useful, Father. And what is the purpose of the mask?
Oh, this is so I can hug my boy.
Horton threw the mask over his face, and he rushed in to hug the Human Torch. His Asbestos Man armor shielded him from the intense flames as Jim, slightly stunned, hugged his creator back.
What is this, Father? I like it.
It's a hug, my boy. It's what a father does to his son. It's how you...
Father, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Probably just the smoke from your fire. Don't worry. I'm gonna do some tinkering and get those blazes under control.
Phineas Horton would then begin making some modifications to Jim's body. This included the installation of a series of small vents all across his skin that would regulate any oxygen exposed to his body and prevent him from combusting. Horton's engineering was brilliant, but he was limited by the knowledge of his time and didn't know the dangerous effects of being exposed to that much asbestos.
All right. Let's make sure this works. Give it a shot, Jim.
Okay. Flame off!
Yes! It worked! It worked! You look like a real boy again.
This is a relief. But what if I want to reignite myself?
Oh, just think about it, and your circuitry is gonna will itself to open the vents. As long as any part of you has oxygen, you can burn.
Good to know. By the way, the other heroes have elected to give me my own title, the Human Torch. What do you think, Father?
If you like it, I couldn't have done better myself.
That actually made me curious of something else, Father. Jim Hammond. Where does that name come from?
Oh, I was wondering when you'd ask. An old friend of mine, Erskine, thought of Hammond. He actually helped me design your organs. He was German, but not a ratsy. A real good guy. In ancient times, Hammond was a Germanic name that meant high protection.
So you always designed me to be a protector. But if you did not want to use me for war, then what would I protect?
Someone very special. You'll meet him after the war when we get back to the States. My daughter. Your big sister, Maria.
A sister? You built another android before me?
Oh, God, no! You're the Mark 1, Jim. The first. I built Maria from flesh and blood with my wife. She's 16 now. Last I saw, she was dating my no-good junior mechanic, Howard Stark. You're gonna be protecting her from boys like him. I wasn't the best dad to her. And she's growing up. So I wanted to give her someone who could take care of her when I'm gone. Guy, there's so much smoke in it.
Understood. Father, where do human children come from?
The next day, Fury was doing some work in his office. During this, Gabe Jones was playing his trumpet. Namor would charge into Nick Fury's office, filled not with blind rage, but deep purpose.
Namor Mackenzie, to what do I owe the pleasure? You know what, Nicholas? I fought that rubber man for you in the wastes, and now it's your turn to uphold your end of the deal. Where's my father? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Maybe do a few more invasions with us, and that'll jog my memory.
Namor grabbed Fury by the throat again. This seems to be one of Namor's favorite surface world pastime. His trident was raised in his other hand.
You will not try my patience any further, Cyclops. Or do you wish to go the route of Polyphemus?
Alright, put the fork down, partner, unless you want to be a fillet.
I'm more of a sushi guy myself.
Talking about that raw crap? That's gross, Gabe.
Enough! Do you really think your bullets can harm me? Do you want to find out? Do you want to keep breathing? At ease, boys. A deal's a deal. Can't hate a man for pushing his luck.
Fury fumbles through his desk and retrieves a manila folder full of information on where Leonard Mackenzie and several other soldiers were being held.
We were going to send you guys there to save him eventually, but knowing it'd be your last mission, I wanted to save it a while. Tactical decision, you understand. Well, you were right about one thing, Nicholas. This is my last mission. Know my mercy for you wears very thin. How much longer till your luck runs out? Even you can't live forever. Is that so? 2 days. First team of superheroes, and it lasts 2 goddamn days.
After Namor left Fury's office and relayed the intel to the others, the invaders would embark on their second and final mission. Tension on the helicopter back to Germany thickened due to Namor's demeanor. The Human Torch, eager for more camaraderie amongst the team, would try to break the silence.
Ahem. A man walks into a bar to get to the other side.
What?
That was my attempt at a joke. Once I could actually touch things without burning them, I flipped through a book my father had given me. Perhaps I said it wrong. A man walks.
This is no joking matter, Torch. My father languishes in a prison camp for months, and Nicholas Fury withheld the information of where to use me as another one of his stooges. Come on, Namor. Fury had his reasons. He wanted to keep the team together longer. Imagine what we could do fighting together. You are a noble man, Rogers. But you follow a man who sees us little more than weapons. I will work with a man who does not respect the throne of Atlantis.
Cap and I fought side by side with Fury ourselves. He wouldn't throw us in anything he wouldn't do himself. He's scary, sure, but he's a good guy. He's doing this so we can stop the Nazis.
Oh, Bucky, ever the boy. One side being worse doesn't make the other good. T'Challa and I are kings, but we are operating as extensions of your government. We have our own people to protect, and we leave our homes open to attack because we're helping him.
He makes a good point, Captain. We are risking much to support the Americans in this war, but beyond yourself, the country has paid me and Namor little respect. Even Dr. Horton was conspiring with an enemy of my country to rob me.
My father did what?
And to my understanding, not paying respect to your allies was why Italy and Japan joined the Nazis after the Great War. Who's to say Atlantis and Wakanda won't get the same treatment? Enough! He didn't know what Klaw was capable of, and you know that. We're in a war, men. I don't like what goes on in the shadows as much as either of you. But what matters here is what's being done is to save the lives of good men. We go out there because one of us can do what 20 of them can. That's 20 men who get to go home to their families after this. We're fighting so that others don't have to die from the winds of tyrants. Guys like Fury make the hard choices because it'll save people from when guys like Red Skull make their easy choices. But if you want to leave after this, I'll respect that. We screwed up. I accept that. And on the United States' behalf, I am sorry. But you're kings. And your choices will impact how the world will view you for decades to come. That's your hard choice.
Every one of the invaders absorbed the captain's speech, and each had different expressions. Jim was in awe of his first Captain America speech. Bucky held admiration. Namor's was a smoldering glare, but T'Chanda's quiet contemplation remained hidden underneath his mask. It was at this moment that the helicopter had reached the drop point. The bay doors opened as Captain America grabbed his parachute and handed another to Bucky.
Until then, we fight as one. We have your father and dozens of others who need saving. Let's move.
Captain America then leapt from the plane with Bucky following close behind. Black Panther grabbed another chute off the rack and jumped next. Human Torch then walked to the ledge and stared at the open air.
Are you ready to torch some ratsies, Namor?
Yeah. Imperious Rex.
Human Torch then set himself ablaze and rocketed down to join the others, while Namor flew after him. The invaders united, then made their way to Marlak Nord, a prisoner of war camp designed to hold men of the U.S. and British Navy. The Nazi guards saw them immediately upon their descent and opened fire, but the Human Torch returned their shots with his own suppressing fire. He melted their guns with his flames, letting the others hit the ground running. The 5 men then effortlessly fought their way through a grand army of Nazi soldiers supplemented by the odd Hydra goo with a little extra firepower. There was one point where the group was surrounded on all sides by a legion of goons, but the Human Torch would fly into the air, spin around, and unleash pyres of flame on all sides, incinerating all who opposed him. All that remained of the soldiers was ash and smoke.
Woohoo! Yeah, way to go, Torch! That's what I'm waiting for!
You were all in danger. I simply did what was necessary to ensure your survival.
I probably would have survived that, but you saved the others. So, good work.
The world is a better place with your fires cleansing them from the earth. Now, let us find your father, Namor.
Bucky, Namor, and T'Chanda ran off to find the holding cells of the naval men, while Captain America stood staring at the ashes left behind.
Is everything all right, Captain? I killed all the Nazis. That's good, right?
Yeah, you did good, Jim. I don't like killing. They were terrible people, but life is life. See Bucky get all excited about people burning to death, and I just feel a bit uneasy.
What is the value of human life, Captain?
I'm no philosopher, Jim, but every day People make hundreds of choices, and those choices have consequences, good or bad. Multiply that by 1 billion or 2 and you've got the world. And it's a beautiful place because everyone in this world loves someone, or they're loved by someone else. Everyone. I love my country and the people in it. I fight to protect the love they all have for each other. But when you kill someone, you kill all the love they gave to others. And their love turns to suffering. I'll do it if I have to. But I don't want to be responsible for anyone's suffering. You understand, Jim?
Perhaps. But I may need more data, Captain.
Watching from security cameras stationed across the camp, the Red Skull seethed at the sight of the invaders.
They've banded together. How annoying. Zola!
Yes, my lord?
I grow tired of your diverted focus. Despite my express orders to cease production on your robots, you continue. Flexo was a failure, destroyed by the Americans' own robot, made by a Jew, no less. And after all that, you cheat and deserve death through this monstrosity. Give me one reason that I don't destroy this walking toaster oven of a body right now.
They're already.
The Super Axis?
I prefer the name Master Men. But yes, your biological superweapons are ready to be placed under your control.
Show me!
Upon further searching, the invaders would find and liberate the captured soldiers. The American and British forces would cheer their names as they tossed Bucky into the air in celebration. Meanwhile, Namor searched for his father amongst the hordes.
Father? Father, are you here? Has anyone seen Ensign Leonard Mackenzie?
Through the cacophony of voices, the Atlantean King's pointed ears picked up on a single voice. A man stumbling out of the camp's cooler cell, sliced open by the Black Panther.
Namor? Father!
Namor charged his way through the regiment of soldiers to Leonard Mackenzie, hugging his father. His little wings carried them both into the air.
I thought I lost you. I couldn't protect your ship. You know we Mackenzies don't go down that easily. Imperious Rex, my boy. Imperious Rex, father. God! Look at you in that tiny outfit. Is that Captain America back there? Hell of a crowd you got yourself with. Yes, I suppose I do look a tad garish. I only joined up with them to save you. But the captain is a good friend. I'm just saying I'm proud of you, boy. I know your birthright has you busy and all that, but you're just as human as you are merfolk, Namor. Seeing you saving all these people, it makes me feel good. You haven't forgotten that.
The prisoners of war would leave the camp to rendezvous with an Atlantean vessel that would take them to Allied territory. Namor arranged this to ensure his father's safe return home.
You're a good man, Namor. Don't confuse my sentimentality for loyalty, Captain. My motivations for this mission were clear from the start. And yet, you're still here.
Guys, you hear that?
Just then, a whirlwind of red mist manifested around the invaders. The Red Skull used Dormammu's magic to transport Arnim Zola's super axis to the camp to take them down once and for all.
It is an ambush!
At the ready, boys!
5 individuals emerged from the smoke. The first was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed monolith of a man in an outfit similar to Captain America's, except the star was replaced with a swastika in the center. This was Master Man.
I am the Hydra super soldier perfected, the Master Man! I will take pleasure in breaking your body and spirit, Captain!
The second was a woman of Amazonian proportions in all black leather with a whip. This was Warrior Woman.
This will be fun, Wilhelm. We hardly get to do things as a couple anymore.
The third was a man with blue skin, adorned in green scale armor. He called himself the U-Man, but Namor knew him as
Murano, you bitch! You're in league with Hydra?
How do you think they found Atlantis, half-breed?
The fourth was a man in all yellow with razor-sharp teeth and claws, but only on his feet. This was because he had no arms.
An armless tiger man. Hydra's weapons get even stranger.
The last to emerge from the smoke was a woman in a green dress and a purple mask, armed with a pair of strange guns.
There it is! The purple mask, like Adler warned me about! Burner torch! Burner!
The Human Torch, receptive to his friend's fear, sent a blast of flame towards the mask.
Stay back!
But the fire seemed to harmlessly graze her. She then fired one of her guns at the torch. The rounds exploded into a cloud of asbestos, coating his whole body in the material and clogging his vents. His flames went out.
Her suit and ammunition are made of asbestos. She's fireproof.
Jim, can you still fight?
I can take a punch, Captain. And throw one back.
Good enough for me. Invaders, attack!
The five heroes each squared off against one of the super axes. Captain America brawled with Master Man. Bucky dodged and weaved with Warrior Woman's whip. Black Panther clashed claws with the armless Tiger Man. And Namor unleashed the fury of Atlantis upon U-Man. Each of their fights brutal, battling something far more than human. Meanwhile, an extinguished Hammond fights the Asbestos Lady.
There is no place in this world for something like you, machine. We will not let your kind replace us.
I can say the same thing about Nazis, madam.
Jim would throw punch after punch, but the Asbestos Lady proved a hair more experienced in combat than the 3-day-old android. She'd continue to pepper him with asbestos until it caked on his body and clogged up his joints until he was brought to a standstill.
You are an abomination, and I'm sending you to the scrapyard where you belong.
The Asbestos Lady began smacking Jim with the handles of her guns. Each hit staggered the poor android, but also knocked away some of the asbestos from his skin. Some of his vents.
I am going to show you what I do to Nazis.
How do you expect to do that? You're covered in asbestos. There's nothing to burn.
As long as any part of me has oxygen, the Human Torch can burn.
From the few spots the oxygen could reach, pressurized flames erupted from Jim's body like a volcano. The force was enough to send the Asbestos Lady flying back and unlock Jim's body. His entire body was aflame again as he flew towards the woman, ready to unleash hell. But as the Asbestos Lady saw the Human Torch's flaming head, it filled her with deep dread. It reminded her of the Dread Lord whose power Red Skull used to cloud her mind and use her as a weapon. Like a lighthouse, the Human Torch's flames lit through the fog and brought her back to her senses.
Greetings from New York City.
Wait, please, I'm sorry, I can be useful, don't kill me, Dreaded Lord, please!
I'm no Dreadlord, lady. I'm just a bot from Brooklyn. And I really don't like Nazis.
What?
What? No, I'm not a Nazi. I'm not a Nazi. Please, no. I have a family who loves me, who needs me.
Wait. People who love you?
Yes, I can be useful. Just please, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Just listen to me.
The asbestos lady removed her mask to reveal the face of a beautiful woman with blonde hair.
My name is Victoria Murdoch. I'm an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. sent to spy on Hydra. I found out a lot, but before I could relay it, Zemo captured me. Arnim Zola filled my entire body with asbestos, and then the skull used his magic to control me. Please.
Oh, we are S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. Boy, I am really glad I didn't kill you.
I'll tell you what I know, but I am done. My body, my mind, I'm not fit for this anymore. I just want to go home.
I can do that, on one condition.
And what would that be?
Before Jim could answer, the other invaders came around the Human Torch and Asbestos Lady, their villainous counterparts in tow. Armless Tiger Man was dead. U-Man was worse. Worse than dead? Really? And Master Man and Warrior Woman were unconscious and restrained by the Warrior's whip, much to Bucky's chagrin.
Oh, Torch, do you lack the stomach to kill this one?
You want some help? Cap wouldn't let me kill mine.
Do not worry, friends. She is one of us.
Oh. Well then. Welcome aboard, ma'am.
Upon returning to the States, Black Panther and Namor would leave the invaders, while King T'Challa would return to Wakanda and withdraw fully from the war. Namor would return to the remains of Atlantis and remained an ally. They would keep the Nazis landlocked by destroying their U-boats. But they weren't the only ones to leave. Peggy Carter would walk in to see Horton, still dressed in his asbestos suit, leaning forlornly against the remains of Jim's glass tube.
Phineas, are you alright? Where's Jim?
He's gone, Peg.
What, gone? How could we miss him? He's bloody on fire!
He left a note. I didn't even teach him how to write! Yet. Just look at this.
Dear Father, I must regret to inform you that I am leaving. I have realized that there is so much I have yet to learn about this world, humanity, and myself. The only way for me to learn these things is to experience humanity. Real, actual humanity, not the machines and monsters that war turns them into. I have to learn who I am when my prime directive is my own. When I do, perhaps I'll even kill that Hitler fellow Bucky was telling me about. I am sorry I cannot tell you all of this in person, but I fear you would be able to convince me otherwise. But I will be back. And when I come back, I can fully earn the human part of Human Torch. And I will feel like I can be the brother and protector that Maria needs. Until we meet again, your son, Jim.
Will you be alright, Doctor?
I will be. But seeing your kids grow up always hurts. I just didn't think it would only take 3 days. Oh, wait. There's more. I can still smell his smoke.
P.S. I met a woman. Her name is Victoria. She told me some things that may be important.
The Human Torch would leave behind all the information Victoria had picked up in her time spying on Hydra. Information that would turn the tide of the war.
That's my boy.
Season 1, Episode 10. Curtain Call for Captain America.
As the sun rises on the morning of July 2nd, 1944, the fall of the Golden Age begins. It all started with 3 radio transmissions throughout the Axis powers, working their way to the Allies and the United States, eventually making their way to the high command of S.H.I.E.L.D., and more specifically, the hands of Dr. Phineas Horton, fresh from the presses.
Oh, hot diggity! How you gonna tell Fury? Fury! What, Horton? Spit it out already! We can end this war tonight, sir! What do you mean, sir? One of our old spies, Murdoch. She gave us some codes to patch into Zemo's radio transmissions, telling us that the Germans are running out of options. So they're doing something called Desestora, which I have no clue what that is, but what we do know is that's the final Hail Mary. Well, wahoo then! Guess tonight we're gonna light up the crowds like 4th of July. And when we do, sir, no, we're gonna win the war. Prep the stealth ship, Horton. We're gonna have a very eventful night.
As the troops prepare for battle, tensions among the S.H.I.E.L.D. base run high, and none of that is more apparent than in the equipment room of the base, where a nervous Steve Rogers paces in his civilian outfit.
Okay, Stevie, this shouldn't be a problem. You can lift a tank and punch out Nazis.
But you, somehow, can't ask out a dame?
How long have you been standing there, Buck?
Long enough to know that somebody's a nervous wreck? Let me take a wild guess here. Peg?
Yeah, I just don't know how I can ask her.
Well, Miss Carter, how do you feel about being Miss America?
I don't think that'll work, Buck. She's British.
Well, that's not the point, Cap. Be bold. Be a little out there. Be the man you are on the battlefield. The leader. The commander. Not this nervous, nerdy wreck.
If you're such a dating whiz, why don't you have a dame on your arm?
Kind of hard to find another 16-year-old on base. You have no excuse, though, Rogers. Just ask her out.
What would we even be doing? I don't know the first thing about...
Dancing, Cap. It should always be dancing.
No. Good idea, kid. I'll get some flowers to give her beforehand.
Steve walks down the hallway, fiddling with his thumbs, trying to think of the perfect thing to say to Peggy. But then...
Oh, Peggy, I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to walk into you. I just wasn't paying attention.
No, you're fine. What has caught you in such a hurry?
Well,
Be bold. Be a little out there. Be the man you are on the battlefield. The leader. The commander. Not this nervous, nerdy wreck.
Damn it, Bucky. Well, Peggy, actually, I wanted to see if you'd maybe want to,
Go dancing? Yes. Assuming you survive the end of the war tonight, yes.
How did you know?
I have my ways, Rogers. Now, 11 o'clock sharp. Please don't be late.
Yes, ma'am.
Attaboy, Cap!
Where the hell?
In the skies of Germany, one of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s stealth ships flies through the air with Captain America and Bucky in tow. To ensure a perfect operation, Fury instructed no other person to be aboard the plane outside of Steve and Bucky. Even the person piloting the plane was one of Horton's androids.
Buck, you know how important this mission is, right?
Yeah, Cap. This mission could make or break the war effort here.
You do understand how imperative it is that this mission succeeds, right?
Cap, what are you getting at here?
I want you to take the plane back to base.
What? I'm ready to do this, Cap. We can do this.
This mission has too many variables and can be wildly dangerous for a kid to be involved in.
Cap, I'm just 15. I can do this.
This is an order, Bucky. I don't want you getting hurt. You have a long life ahead of you. I don't want you to cut it short by playing hero.
Please, just let me help, Cap.
Stand down, soldier.
We both know no one else will have your back down there.
Stand down, soldier.
Okay, boss.
Radio into base and tell him I'm dropping in, Buck. And with the click of a button, Captain America dives out of the aircraft, shield in front of his face, torpedoing down to the soil. He strikes the ground running, working his way through the thick German forest, taking out the occasional guard, until he makes it behind a rock where he can get a better view of the newly changed castle.
What in God's name?
S.H.I.E.L.D. says they've altered the base to make up for some kind of rocket.
What the hell are you doing, Bucky? I told you to stay on the ship.
Nuh-uh, Cap. We're gonna finish this how we started. Together.
Fine. Stay behind me, though.
Wahoo!
Fury's gonna kill you if you keep doing that, you know.
You can sure as hell try.
Inside the reconstructed fortress, Baron Zemo sits in his big, ornate throne, glass of red wine in hand. He is tense. The anticipation for what he has planned tonight is very high. He fiddles with a dagger in his hand to pass the time.
I hear you, Zola. This out of the years, it would be hard not to.
Do you have anything for me, Zola?
As always, I do. My drone sends the presence of 2 men working their way through the castle.
So? Send one of the robots after them.
You misunderstand me, sir. The 2 men are a boy no older than 16 and a perfect physical specimen.
The captain and his show pony.
I would figure you would want to deal with them personally.
And you would be right, Dr. Zola. Go fetch me mine sword. It is time for Captain America's last stand!
Back outside, Captain America and Bucky Barnes have made their way throughout the castle. They eventually reach an impasse where there is a massive steel door blocking the way through.
I'm gonna take a wild guess, Cap, and say this is whoever the hell dares restore this.
Seems like it. Buck, do you have the dynamite?
Never leave without it.
Good.
Bucky quickly runs over to the door, placing a few pieces of dynamite at the hinges. Before Bucky can light the explosives, Steve interrupts.
Don't light the explosives yet, Buck. I want to try something.
So what are you gonna do here?
Watch and learn, kid.
The captain throws his shield at the fuses for the dynamite, and with sparks of the reaction lights them before the shield returns back to his arm.
Dang, Cap. That was impressive.
Now let's move forward, soldier. Let's end this godforsaken war.
What is this, Cap?
Is it some kind of missile? Looks large enough to destroy all the United States.
And much, much more.
Baron Zemo. Of course you're behind this.
Of course, Herr Rogers. I had to make sure I was at the scene of the crime. Then it comes to the death of your beloved America.
Of course it's Hitler's boot kisser. We beat him 100 times. How about one more?
Like how you think, kid. He's on the rocket. Zemo's mine.
Aye, aye, Cap.
Captain America runs across the steel metal floors of the launch chamber towards the purple masked menace with vengeance in his eyes. The Hydra commander rushes towards the Star-Spangled Man, ornate sword in hand, armed to pierce through the chest of Rogers. Hits the indestructible shield first.
Sentinel of Liberty. Pshaw! You look just like a man to me. And a fragile one at that.
And you look like another hate monger in a mask.
Zemo makes another slash, tearing part of the captain's shirt off, just barely piercing him.
You're gonna have to try harder than that to bring me down.
That will be an invitation I will gladly accept.
As Zemo and the captain brawl it out, Bucky Barnes is deep inside the missile trying to find its core and dearm it.
I'm so glad Pa taught me how to work with engines. Now I just gotta apply that to a 5-ton missile. Okay, so Horton told me red with green. Wait, now wasn't it blue with green? Wouldn't red and green arm it? Oh, God.
10, 9.
Oh, God.
8.
Bucky's still in there.
6.
I didn't say you could leave yet, propaganda machine.
Can it, Ratsy?
And with one final swing of his shield, Captain America sends Baron Zemo flying into a control panel covering Zemo's face and body with electrical burns.
It burns!
Generations! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch initiated.
Stephen jumps onto the rocket as it blasts off, making his way up it, going to the open panel Bucky is trapped in. The G-force of the rocket causes his every movement to have thousands of pounds of pressure stopping him from advancing. By the time Steve reaches Bucky, the pair are already above the island.
Grab my hand, Buck!
I can't. My arm is stuck in the wires.
Fight, Buck, fight! We still need to try and disarm the missile.
I know a way, Cap. She's not gonna like it.
What do you mean?
It pains me to tell the next part of my tale. Bucky did something altering the course of history forever. He kicks Captain America in the face,
Bucky!
launching him into the Arctic Sea below. Captain America freezes beneath the icy waves while Bucky reaches the end of his first life inside the rocket. As Steve falls asleep under the sub-zero temperature, he thinks how he will never give Peggy that dance.
Fury's log, 304. It's been 2 weeks since Captain America and Bucky Barnes died, protecting the world and helping to end the Great War. We at Namor searched for their bodies, but neither were recovered. The world still doesn't know the pair have passed. America's focus is beginning to divert from the superhero, and now caring more about the soldier. I know Steve would have wanted them to think about the boots on the ground. Let that be his legacy. Thank you. Rest well, soldiers.
Presented by 928 Productions. Created by John Keller and Henry Longfellow. Produced by Connor Dilworth. Featuring the voice talents of Connor Dilworth as Captain America, Baron Zemo, Nick Fury, Namor the Submariner, Phineas Horton, Arnim Zola, and Dormammu. Grayson Luther as Bucky Barnes, Arnie Roth, Dum Dum Dugan, Ulysses Klaw, and Masterman. Zoey Hebert as Peggy Carter and Destiny. Dominic EmAr Trevino as the Human Torch. Nkumu Ifasso as the Black Panther, Abraham Erskine, and Gabe Jones. Lily Pierce as Mystique and the Warrior Woman. John Keller as Colonel Phillips and the U-Man. Elle as the Asbestos Lady. Joshua Jennings as Skinny Steve Rogers, with additional VA by Somewhat Good, and Thomas Barker as the Red Skull, Lucky Jim, and Awatu the Watcher. Thank you so much for watching, and Season 2 is coming next year.